Help me, God. Thank you.
Once again, I congratulate you, being the youngest member of Parliament. I urge you, please be punctual, be ever present in Parliament, be calm, listen more, learn from your colleagues, but please read everything, not only the Constitution and the standing orders. Read everything, because you are now the hope of the people in the constituency. They are looking up to you to do something to improve their lives. It is a trust. And this, I pray you don't abuse. 4 years is just a day. You will go back to them, and they will assess you this time based on your performance. So please, don't be misled by any person. You fought the battle, others only supported you, but it was your picture and name on the ballot box. And so don't allow any person to change who you are. They voted for you, even though on a party ticket. But there are many members on that party in the constituency, but they voted for you. Please commit yourself to them and be the woman that you are. You are the makers of the world. We will always rely on you to keep us going. So once again, you are welcome, and I congratulate you. You may now take your seat, and you are now a fully fledged honorable member of Parliament.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben.
With her addition to this House, the National Democratic Congress has had its number increased by one more. Mr. Speaker, I think we now have, the NDC now has 2/3 of the House. Mr. Speaker, let me repeat that the National Democratic Congress now, for the first time in a very long time, has 2/3 of this House. Mr. Speaker, with this number, we can do many good things for this country. With this number, we can carry out significant constitutional reforms to make this country better. Ghanaians today have given us all the numbers that we need to reset Ghana. And indeed, Mr. Speaker, I want to assure Ghanaians that what President John Dramani Mahama said when he was being sworn in still stands, that the National Democratic Congress will not abuse the majority given to it by Ghanaians. We will use it wisely, we will use it properly, and we will make sure that these numbers inure to the benefit of Ghanaians. Mr. Speaker, on that note, let me welcome our sister, let me welcome our colleague, and let me assure her that everybody in this chamber on this side is available to help her to find her feet in this House, and very soon we'll be expecting her maiden statement
in this house and will be applauding her maiden statement in this house.
Supporting the fight against illegal mining, Galamsey. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ghana Armed Forces have played significant supporting roles in the fight against illegal mining, Galamsey. We are not out of the woods yet as a nation, but there is hope because there is a political will at the very top. We have reviewed the fight against illegal mining and have worked with stakeholders to reform the fight. The National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, NIMOS, is a product of that review exercise. The recovery of several forest reserves early this year, which our forest guards could not venture, was led by the Ghana Armed Forces. Additionally, the Navy supported land forces in Operation Hall 2 to combat illegal mining along River Ankobra in the western and western north regions. The Navy's riverine operations along the Volta River, like Operation Oasis in Bui, also assisted in reducing the effects of illegal mining on the Black Volta. To strengthen security along Ghana's inland waters and riverine areas, government launched the Blue Water Guard training program in 2025, this year. The Blue Water Guard initiative aims to establish 24-hour monitoring of Ghana's water bodies. It is a strategic intervention to tackle illegal mining activities, protect the environment, and restore Ghana's polluted water resources.
EpaHoaDaben sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Friend of the big push, because we share World Bank reporter. You say deficit of infrastructure in Ghana is $1.5 billion every year. I was saying that $1.5 billion. EDCS acquiring your hospitals, your BBR, and Sana Ghana to me Edru Pempenswa. I was saying Edru. And you the program be by a friend of the big push. And you know sika you nyafi your frango, any gas, any agudia, yadikwa manoni na yadisa sika ni be atun chain. Yadi program my friend of the big push. Na big push no, yadi beye acquire. Minim say nananum bebre abra yeko campaign. Ade baako ade bi omusu hu ene se acquire asem. Ye ba ye acquire ekoso no. You can say contractors don't try kakra answer. If you say you be audit, if you say you say acquire ni bi, acquire road fund de tuaka. Umeshani certificate ni biom ako finance. Na finance so ako tuaka double. Enti catch auditor general say on auditing sa acquire ni na auditor general will wie na juma or the report na ba. Enti you be ma contractors ni na asa ko site. I just say omunya double payment, you know. You betray on my son. Now big push, you know. Eastern region Monsa Beka Muchefa.
EpaHoaDaben.
Monsa Beka Muchefa. I can't be brave. Ewo me speech in Manka. Me Beka Huasem.
EpaHoaDaben sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
EpaHoaDaben.
Say it again.
EpaHoaDaben. Now together, EpaHoaDaben.
Awesome.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Emra Yedwe, Emra Mene, former chairman. Greater Accra, Emma NDC Amanyuko, and former vice chair of the FA, Ena Edieshia, chairman Kobina Ade Kuka.
Chairman Emeritus.
Chairman Emeritus. Chairman, who chairman? Chairman Kwaba.
I'm a Josu.
Papa,
What a veteran like you.
Oh,
so some few years back, you bought BBA.
That's right.
BB Bismark.
That's
right.
Now we got you. One man, the player must see. Oh, you're about show so I am to say.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I mean, we are normally my sabbatical kakra.
Okay. What you want to make kakra?
Ufem is a BB party and Minina age match.
That's right.
One of the guys are to welcome back to see you.
Thank you.
On Happy 98.9 FM.
EpaHoaDaben ti Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Yeah. Now I need to make a confession be there. Also, TV no, and that time na e wa ba mu. E di ka ma mi chia wo, e chia somewhere ha ni atifo nyina wi. Nti anopa bia me ba ETV BB shows so. Yes. Yeah. And you're hot. Now what bands that's how we research because when prepare how about when you're embarrassment.
EpaHoaDaben.
And very refreshing for me. Remember, that's one of my favorite shows, and I'm like, because I didn't my I mean, friends,
there is no agenda setting.
You see, and I can live with say genuine mistake. Yeah, I can live with it. But they mean to me in live with this woman's
now we say
why because of one personal interest. And I think that's what is happening. And maybe it's but posterity will judge one day. One day, I'm say, that you know, great journalist, you know, the be
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben ti Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Anyway, Yasamba Biem, Yasa Sheshia, Namemo Aquaba, Amawo, aha, EpaHoaDaben Jumediani, the 22nd day in the month of July, and Aya Benada, Edabna, Nabokodie, Ejakabana, Nabokodie, and Yechia Ebenada Funina. You have made today possible. Ah, Joy Soyabana. So Kabana for we are special. Abana for so dia modam. Metibi ho. Entiminim. Oya abana ma timu nyo de ne wai. Kwabena for the already team you dededa. Memo hamu akwaba ene wie nso basayi adom obo ade nyankropon na da Roma ya hia ewe yan kase adwumadie so mene umienu dia EpaHoaDaben dwumadie bigidi se ahoden wo ho se de tie bia yeda na se enye kura yeda na se eya yeda na se emu oden enso yeda na se. It could have been worse, you know. It could have been worse. We have a lot to be thankful for. And then we so obe coming home on Facebook live na yedin komo no ahhehhe so ne yedin komo ni nyina. Na ensemwa eda prono so awie ya yedi ho komo. Ya bone bede. Na menim se mahunu video bi enam social media. Sa video no eba bontene just after Ablekuma North rerun elections no. And a former leader of the defunct Invisible Forces, and aware a Delta Force, yes, Delta Force. Now, or your video be no share camel top. And I know what kind of way MPP in penny for treaty woman. The Kasemu Obon training kakra. Na engineer wo boy yakofa asemu ba amene wo ka say allegation a former member of parliament Emma Menshia North the honorable Collins so usu man allegation and say national security for achi abrantie no Emma apolisi for enso ede omo ho agimu bi we will cross over to him near finding out exactly what the problem is. Yabone charger na I'm told say Omama no caution statement. We'll find out what the details are. Efasa asemu ho. No, in fact, a defense minister, it take it turns. Echo, Sajubede, Mampenidia Bay. Government Accountability Series. Now, or can Sembebre or my update on Sembebre home. Asamba kwa waka, a tripia bafo bibrason. And it said, Abide that danem resono. Thousands of military ammunitions were given to the national security. Now, some ammunitions cannot be accounted for. The national security has been tasked to investigate this matter. And we were asking a number of questions. A standard and normal practice. Sir, military no ebema national security ammunitions and sir national security here ammunitions womo ekokotobi and sir military for the edema womo. The other question too is sir over the rounds of ammunitions defense minister Kanya thousands. Was there a specific operation, national security, this ammunition you call na? And one you assign one more weapons, you load with these ammunitions. I didn't think the defense minister said the ammunitions cannot be accounted for. Meanwhile, we know the agency and institution receive ammunitions. Ebebon komodo ye bedin komoni nyina o ka ho bi for no tum ne yenwenwene ho. We'll bring you all the interviews and all the questions surrounding Sasemi. Na na no MPP for one delegates conference omukoye ena camps ahodo a wono ayi omuti so omope eye flag bearer position no ebi na mache na se omoka eye sobo ena omode bo current executives no say womo SQ conference no to favor Dr. Bawumia. I'm sure so what is accusation CB. On the occasion, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was introduced. On it, the wife, Sani AC from AC, University of Ghana, Sports Stadium Park, and so. And you will see from there. So we take happy day your cheers. And the share no. The stadium went agog. Was also talk also Eko Kasai. There are camps within the MPP. Meka camps, I'm not referring to factions. I'm referring to flag bearer camps. But me sure so what the planning committee chairman in the defense to this matter. In fact, before the conference, me busa nasasemi. I say a protocol. He's a senior most as at this time. It's a former president in Ununiho. Former president in Ununiho. And next in command, and also NYA vice president. Almost a sense of moment country. If you didn't come on in you want to join us live on Facebook with your thoughts or comments and views, making kind in at the amount as you join us and check now ye de uncrunch samuso ebebrel. Ye de den echo and subeba and someone air trendy stories are edia himu and someone man for di hun komo social media no so. Oba joining me live on Facebook na wadwendwene hu bi wachira wadwene wo ho na oba no mesra wada menya silent observer be part of our conversation yenwene nsem no oba chira wadwene said ensem ne tie ema wo Potassium 1, I see you, my brother. Early bird, Potassium 1. Now, there have also been a number of developments. You didn't know bro or then echo. Mama say Kelvin Taylor. Bench warrant na edanoso say baby e be hunu no bia organ ye nche no. And I know say Supreme Court akwa setena by a 4-1 majority decision. Oma kwashe sa bench warrant no. Among for di hun komo so pa. We'll bring you all of these. Na asama akonso abetodwane se enra ena be krampo mete sa asem hu radio so we've heard about Ghana Immigration Service for adwuma efo a womo ewo Upper East region adwuma kase a womo aya womo akwakoche ekenu a close to 200 plus drums of cyanide egumu na chese minimba bia ne de kode na yaka cyanide a chemical bia yeta use o mining industry ni mu pa sa eduro we etimi eku nipa etimi deforming nipa na se egu nsuo mu na se enam wo mu a ebetimi akum enam wo nsuo ni mu nyina. Now guess where Ghana Immigration Service for ekwache sa drums of cyanide on the black voter. On the black voter. Ebedi hun komo. Potassium 1 Michelle na say good afternoon baby. Congratulations to Kevin Taylor for winning a case at the Supreme Court today. Also, Canada, Japan insulted judges of the Supreme Court and he's walking free. The NPP have manufactured a bitter drug And when it's time for them to taste it, they are now searching for sugar to balance the taste. Where was say, ha, the NPP haven't seen anything yet. By 2028, President Kevin Taylor will turn their party equivalent to Ekwadonko Yoyate. But Mibuso, say a reset you. Yabeko Swakoni say the very things we complain about. Over Facebook Live, I bet much of what we send a potassium one so Bianca Okasabuan show him. You are free to share your thoughts, your views, and your comments. The media produced by Renaud Yao Ajiman, aka Damask, supported by Jimaima Akato. Joyce and so have me streaming live on Facebook. And I'm Wakota in the chi. That's not see there. Never tears in Semini Muankasa. But answer no. Yemfa and ne in crying shesem embro and ne away in crying shesem.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
And anyway, in Cransha Samoa, Mede Brewo, Nipo can semi canis in Fiebebre, John Sinclair, and a Casimwe, and Ra Menewo chair a bribi about in Kugodie, and a failure at home. And indeed, you have failure any success in Yina, and Yamapa a winning muninu. Now, so I am Pempino, say Yenya in Kunimu, and I say ye succeed you bribimua. And Nije Muroswintino, the very essence of such success, no, any choir for Sunya, no, Ayana Yenia Paso. Into Todabia, Essan said, when she lessons are Emma was succeed inti, was success in the Todabia and check. Who said challenges Kakrabe Pimo, now was sign at the Ediaba form, because you lost sight of a lessons a woman. Sounds so and a failure. And so any all negative. Esane say and right who say failure wo way failure wo way the positive side wo ho na failure positive side any lessons na ewo no suahunu na ewo mu no say ntia ekoma wo failure say usua free mu na osan esa pem ko achi na obabie mu a ne wo so ye ne say infomso no wonsan enye biem. Na se wutimi di utirim na wanye sanfumso ni biem na wudu ho na wutimi botra eno enema wo experience ema wutimi epim ko wanim se beya ne ye wo hwehwe no we unsabeka. Enti there are blessings in failure and some blessings see any the lessons are failure at the brain. And anyway John Sinclair can simbi na over Facebook live media to ho se be ya ye nyina ye be kan bi na ye nyina ye hunu bi na ye nyina ye de ahye hu nkran de bia meka se onipa bia hia nkran hye me ne wo ka se obi ho anya sika no hia free ho ohia wa re chekere nsem obi ho a enye se wo beto ka bia ma no e na wo hia free ho ohia asem bi a ebe pusu no na pagya na free bia wa kwakwhye no na watimi agina ne na so into my Facebook live I share with you and then our message of motivation. John Sinclair said, failure is a bruise, not a tattoo. What did I say? Failure is a bruise, not a tattoo. A same way, I am a de, a more de, na a can sembebri. Tattoo cry again, tattoo. Me shows will be any tattoo. I mean, for us Africans, tattoos have been part of us. Yena no mo tattoo omo ho, no mo tattoo omo din yegu omo nsa ho. Obi kura timi twiro ni din, no atwiro kura wo free so, na watwiro ni date of birth de aka ho, na ankaye na anko the telephone number next of kin de kura beka ho. we've been tattooing our skin so many years in here. Na tattoo ya dia se eka oni padua ne ho a enko. Tattoo permanent.
Happy FM 98.9.
I am not referring to fake ones now. We be a 6 months time or 9 no paper. Me cut tattoo mu tattoo. Joyce, can we still have the message on the screen? Thank you. Now, or say failure. Bruise ye dear. Bruise. Sebia we pra na pra we pra no ohonam na atwitwe keke. Enye etwa. Sebia ohun atwitwe block na o skin na atwitwe bruise. Na wenye kroketu bi won sa ho. Eno ni bruise. Ena tattoo nso ya de a aka nipadua no ho a o pepa enko wo ye ne hwe enko ena gi so atwa nsa na firi ho. Na saa na John Sinclair define failure. O si failure ekuro keke
8.9.
Ne momu no enye tattoo. Nkugudie no enya de a etena nipa ho afebo. Nkukudie enka wo ho. It is not part of you. Ekro nso etu a ewu. So when your bruises ewo skin with time sa bruises no ekọ. What the so share kakra gugu so bruises crampo de. What the vaseline kakra fa so a o ma ho 3 days ubon se no na ekọ. Unya junction violet fa so kakra bi na ekọ. Sa na failure tie. It is a udi nkugu wo bribi mu. Wo ye disappointed wo bibi mu. Ni esi wani so won sentimi anka se abrabo no bo hwe na obebo fom se timu a kan hunu se enya wotena bia ho no saa enkugodie no saa failure na wa face no, it is not part of you. Men jin tumu se eka wo ho na wa fail dia na wankasa wo ye failure edipa bebre na mo a homo eso eye baggage kase na adeso a eso wo mo no eye wo mo past failures. And esane se womo da so womo past failures intino ene womo nya akukuduro na womo try eniama foforo. A lot of us are walking with our failures like tattoos. Yede yen inkugodie yede yen disappointment inhwamondi ankofo di yen betrayals nkofo yi yama nkofo ntwe so o matwade ato yen so ayede nam abrabomu konanna bra wo nkukura hwe ase ye kurakura sa niema no eso yen ne de nam te set tattoos. So our failures keep hunting us. But anyway, with what John Sinclair is sharing with us, say ubewu failures no say enye tattoos, enye permanent scars of your life. Ne momo no eye bruise, eye krobi keke na beto ho. Enche bekwa sa
98.9
uhunu ni sa wobetimi ayi sa adesoa na eso wo no ene obi suro so bekwa wade mu because na wade bi agupen obi suro so obesa ko school biem because okọ na anu no ofeliye obi ohokọ enyo no no wa feli obi afeli nti onu susu suro so ebi beto no. And the shadows of our past failures hanti na esan se hanti yenti the bright future na da yanimu no yehunu na nkampo yehunu mpomko a na yaya we can only imagine it yentimi ntu anamount towards it because our failures continue to be a scar. They continue to be tattoos on us. Inti debiara da we remind ourselves, say, ye failures, and we continue to carry it. And we say,
FM 98.9
ye mana ye ni omutifie no. Ye nyai sa descriptions na ye de ma wo mo no. Mama bi timi ka kire ne ba se wo nse hwe. Mama bi timi hwe ne banim ka kire ne senti kwame wo ba be ye yie nie. Obi tibi hwe ne banim ekase oye failure obako school na wanya de a enkase wa faili ene there are some international schools the word fail enka wo grading system ho. There is nothing like failure. Oye bribi na anye ye. Eno nche se oye failure. Obetimi aye no asa ye ni ye. So woka se obi ye failure, obi a failure. Eya bemubu asem kase.
Happy FM 98.9.
O kato no so se ono onsem fata ontimi amount to bibia oye zero onye hwiri ni nimu. Se sa na huhu a ewie misre wada. Flip the coin. Flip the image. And begin to see your failures as lessons, as blessings in disguise, and see your failures as bruises and not as tattoos. We any enkran hyesemwa ewie me de ba wakwemu. Happy 98.9 FM. EpaHoaDaben dwumedie enimidin ene Bismark Brown obetimi afreme BB. Ye wie ni say no na ye baba beties internet no so ne abusa nsem we koso social media no so enkoba manfo didie ne trending ne ekọ na eba e de nkra na ekọ. Joel Shen is up next with Den Ekọ.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
And that comes right after these.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School Wall. Call 054-383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say, think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say, think funding before projects.
Rise and shine, it's another day to stay on point. Toast to spread, it's still on point. Fortune spread it all day long. Still on point, yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. Fortune spread, it's still on point. For your bread, it's still on point. For your toast, it's still on point. It's yummy delicious. It's still on point. Still on point, yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. Still on point, yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. For your toast, it's still on point. It's still on point. Fortune spread, it's yummy delicious. It's still on point.
Fortune spread, delicious, creamy, and always on point. This advert is FDA approved.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Den Ekọ. Den Ekọ.
EpaHoaDaben.
Den Ekọ. Den Ekọ.
EpaHoaDaben.
Den Ekọ. Den Ekọ.
Joe the Air.
Bibi.
Joe the Air.
Bibi.
Joel Eshe.
The Bismark Brown.
Chalewa Gwan.
Bibi. Ye jinem.
Bibi akoso.
Ye jinem bibi akoso na.
So we are not fine.
And the bibi we are born there no.
We are not
fine.
And then me kwa kasa post office side ho.
What the when we are not born.
Me kwa post office.
We are born Accra. Any year hano different no.
But and then so as a cast in Ukrum bebre sa.
And then me fa kro.
We are not fine pa.
Because Accra we are born.
We are not bossy and many ajama.
Oh yes. A bossy there is and say na you ye na say ye kunya ne sa
na mo num say na mo bre
na ye bre nti ebo ana je say obia pepe pa bibia be den ebe koso
na se den na ekobra
98.9
bibi nyoma ekọ ewo wiase afa na nyina na da no obi bisams nti eya stories no uni bibi udi kan ebo so twam se dabi eba ne sa stories nyu ampese bibi ete the first time I hear me say no
sharp
nti me mano hand so we na ba I am shishe na ma nti
me ti say me expectant pa
nti eya say me ma eya niye mu hye na nsa na metumi
ayebe ma ko chinchin sa nti me hye na nko socials no so now me twen won wa kire me ne eko
now me do be ko eye alata memo
okay
yes on sa dan me catch you say eye kolesi bi baso
ampa kan ye
Atiku Abubakar
that's right
any Peter Obi so mbe ye
sada no mani abrehun
yes yes eno na won say Atiku ni Peter Obi na omo free APC
no cre
eno la APC mpeni for because
Happy FM
eno na say na mene
na sanka we ni anka dwempa
so move from party mu ntani o say oni na ma o see and see we na politics are interesting o say oni na ma what is o say ye for be Atiku Abubakar na ono no so person be save Nigeria na ono say Abubakar
when e ka say
mia mini Abubakar na Abubakar enyo no and at the time or vice president ma a good luck more than $16 billion some of the revamp the electricity now Nigeria for in your light 16 billion no
African leader
it was he saying your man as vice president with the project and him fifth and as soon make a misramo and million 16 billion choppable Donald Trump dollars.
98.9.
Share Facebook live. I think Abubakar.
Yes, no funny that way. Nice young man.
I see when you champ Peter Obi bam.
Yes, penny.
So on and cover flag bearer.
No, it's almost all moon decided. But
I don't say the same.
Oh yes, by no based on say Peter Obi kwa aye vice presidential candidate amano pen no and the agency say oh send there and there be kon sa but no James now Atiku
toucha onye fit say
eno na Nigeria for bi so say afọ kwa na waka Atiku ba na betrim because $16 billion there and yes ka kitwa o 60 b na no yes say twam nti Nigeria for say enum ya Atiku be you no aso no mu free
I say Africa there e was short memories in Africa for nobody na ya ni di ya e refi na
almost na omotete say but on say sometimes confirmation ma ta friend confirmation about say
same way came up when he was vice president
budget to 16 billion nti jejenzi ni say ebi edu onu na yesusu because that
say amount for
take about 12 years ago
and I say nche bia sa amount for ni anje good luck Jonathan na memu hu a me hu ni nti ombenya ahotoso
no sabi azam carry that time on your vice president no senani pa omo social media omo bisa answers so no be the 30 years kwana at the time no we 18-17 in terms of sisiana o say asem wa usawo beti ba wunyina unya perspective ni ya dream
and ade be ha ticket no
ya enti we na say ewo because new ticket na ba no mbebunu
well edu stage we so na political competition
eno so
say be kwan be fa so a chire wo say
eno yes Atiku nye den embeyi na no na asembu ba ku we de asema mami we mami ba ku a obo Nigeria for yempa na ne picture no e fa no kami
Kemi Badonoko say ne surname no Bibi ni dinu bono ono and the leader of the Conservative Party in the UK.
Okay.
She's a member of parliament in the United Kingdom. But UK na yawo no. Nena nineja alatafo. Into so no cry no eba Nigeria ebe famu system nti osakwa Nigeria passport.
Okay.
Na sama mi way the daughter of immigrants. Mami way ena wa ba baso UK say. Mama
funny picture to
yes, yes, only.
Oh, okay.
Mami way the bibi so say
very vocal. Yes, very very vocal.
Yes. Na mami way the daughter of the immigrants are wa ba baso so si kwan e kwan na ne na neja e fa so e kotina UK omodo wo no benya nkrata mami we se ono de wa ono de oso UK na ya ni kro nti ogbo abaso se o the regulations embra na ade ba sisi anenka no nka ukotina UK oye the leader of the Conservative Party opposition leader ni
nti hanka minority
yes minority leader
into the bill kwame akwakoye
the bill ni kwa ya tight mu enka ne na 5 years 10 years and say no betumi atena UK obe apply for nkrata
so
inti mami we na gasa no
Nigeria fo bedwa no
yes na bibi asem kwa me baso say me ma background no inti we no Nigeria fo abona to dada inti we inti Nigeria fo mu we UK mu kwase de nyom so omo ye nkoto ababo mo ntoma consecutive because the moment the Conservatives come to power as the leader on the prime minister
exactly
it almost say
the nibe hu ke
almost say Labour Party yankwankwa
the nibe hu ke na pa
na asema ama manu we trend ya Nigeria for twabon so wokotwa ntro bi
sir
yes
after KK
yes only CNN ekoye interview
ano kan den
eno mo tutu na no ebisa ni say because CNN about boni fit article on kwa ya no once abrofo no ebi e yo mo say
black
namo ekoya ofa so ba rusi yes no mo bisa ya no no chem so dia oye no ukọ Nigeria kwa asa netie na Nigeria no difficult so obenya Nigerian passport
how
na bi asemo kan ya fa check na yin so o twa ntro no oni o say it is virtually impossible, for example, to get Nigerian citizenship. I have that citizenship by virtue of my parents, but I can't give it to my children because I'm a woman.
How?
It's mommy.
How? Is that what the Nigeria law says?
Mommy,
Constitution says.
Ne Nigerian citizenship no krano. Essence oyo banti. Ya won the man who come on to mean transfer the citizenship no
emanema
enfema eyenema eno
na Nigeria for say na esumu
Nigeria for say afu dey atry
na wokoti we he
Nigeria for say bibi afu dey atry just say wo dey ase wo boy baby
wa o mu aye den
wa wo si kwan wo sa so transfer so eno the special advisor on information and strategy to President Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
Okay.
Your friend Bayo Oye Onanigu. Or who I say when I was UK for a summer yenuano. Or the moon finding birthday na yen church and son why they waka because as the opposition leader in the UK, she can't be this ignorant.
Exactly.
Na bibi yesai komu Nigerian constitution no. The section 25 of Nigeria's 1999 constitution as amended. Yekoshemu say citizenship no it defining the same. Now bibi ukaya it defines who has Nigerian citizenship. Now sa clause na ichoma every person born outside Nigeria either of whose parents is a citizen of Nigeria becomes a Nigerian citizen.
Okay, but can that citizen transfer it to Nigeria?
Yes, and no say you wa bontia. Say una ni weja, omumu bi oya Nigeria ni bia automatically.
Usu ya Nigeria.
Usu inti constitution in kase wo oba.
Inti say wo ya Nigeria ni dia na o man so be Nigeria.
Yes, o man so be Nigeria ni.
And one cassa or your bar.
One cassa or your bar.
Transfer or something.
And one say, and that when you call clear this clause or say ya wo ewa bonten o parent no if o parent o nani wager omumu bia ya Nigeria near you qualify for Nigerian citizenship. And unti and a man for calling out say we can't throw.
And they say I hope I apologize on the floor
because and the so unti mami we oko UK bibi enye agro kra.
Oh, so obviously or Nigerian by birth.
No, you can one a woman.
Send my in Papa Nigeria.
Yes, no, I mean so or Nigerian by birth. Yes. In terms of this clause.
Exactly.
And no case want to me fair man because or your ma or your banner just say or gender way be
nti or sounds British.
Yes.
In ne allegiance to the British Constitution.
Oh, who knows or no?
It is who saw a British there. Why wouldn't she propose a law about protecting the British interest?
To
Osikwan. Now, no so no Nigeria.
Yes. Osikwan. Now, bibi wonya Nigeria now.
Who sir?
Almost citizenship. How the other?
Who sir?
Who the other?
Ono for the other. So find your way. Ono what choose sites.
Ono now say. So I can't find yes, and baby I could do opposition leader in the UK.
I say a automatic confirmment.
Oh, but be to marry now.
But I mean, what's the point?
Says I mean no kasi okwadua citizenship. Inti they won here no. Neka because he said Nigeria from UK no say that. Some beto abama consecutive party. Oh mo do in terms of yes, in terms of Africans or more African community in the UK. Why wouldn't we?
But the white majority would also love.
No. So, Omankasa
also proposal.
Yes, but Abanu some kotu omu new. I say labor for now enjoy. Now, Yaba Ghana we be tete. Sabi America say Abekuma not. Omo de omo atadwe Madam Irabna Oben. Sabria when I'm say Speaker of Parliament was sworn in. Inti we share say now na tie green no as NDC no e wo mo a odeje ne samba and video be can when dem so na wabo minority for no e work out no mo work out no and am ti say NDC MP because sisi ampo dem mo pa ma mo mabio
yes,
to Ted no almost NDC MP no yetinka say oka e video so modern say amukọ amamo mabi why mo de
say minority for no ka ho o nka ho
oh yes omo ma ensem omo film so
it's a test for the majority.
Yes,
what you do with some numbers no na ehia.
Yes,
near also Bibia so no ya no man for so be abusing na emra na 138 you know, a lot was expected from that parliament. Na NDC minority then the opportunity say omoni MPP for best standing to
amano
there were times crank komubetimi a hot whole government. In fact
they did it once,
a whole budget.
Yes,
you know,
they did it once.
Kofo were a bit disappointed in that parliament because of omo numbers no near omo share bosan ko media e-levy for instance. They had every opportunity sanko be a lot of things anka e-levy maso. After omo puti up just a little fight ihu ya ne say omeji mu na aba, there were a lot of things. It is a some absolute majority na wo mo ka kire Ghana a minority for say omo pa omo kwa omo ma omo nkai hunu ni say we no means that total responsibility
total responsibility
and they cannot afford to disappoint Ghana for the numbers they have. Some numbers we ombetimi dia sesa biribia o Ghana ha
except entrenched clauses
they can change
in the constitution
a lot of things in this country.
In the BB we require as way of education yama Ghana for who say Parliament omu ni hu tumi so mbesesa say President Mahama enkwotete
debi no they say
Ghana for pay and that clause entrenched. The only way President Mahama be to me akọ third term and say on mema ya to aba Ghana for nyina
nti conversation
nti hono
yes now beba so obi antimi nan so sa dae no it won't happen
misinformation bi enso trend ya bibi yenye ni tewu na yenye ni tewu na for enso
amafo bo jandam gunwo
yes as on person mo ye napo nti Joyce what mama napo exhibit 1 because me di kan hu for them say hey Akane Rollins
ade ni bia na
yes bibi
we honorable Kennedy
yes bibi who page who
when the post here
yes we napo official handle but you see it is not telling the full story.
Okay.
In terms of who di kan hu we are and then about it.
But munyi EpaHoaDaben slang na me hwe ni atwere wase ho am say mo. Omo atwere bibi wo. No, omo
nipa no or post screenshot and say na post about yes running mate is endorsing Kennedy Japan.
Okay.
And so who picture we are.
Who ni say dia.
Who ni say ya. We can say hey
I can't say me sana me.
Yes.
Na put no post here.
Yes. Me am say hey Akane Rollins part 2 and I be hu na sesen and I'm dabi we dey say me hear me digging kakra and me call na po page.
Okay.
Me call na po page you know and me say misinformation ni media framing. Joyce yenko na po 2 and obeti ase adekonti a enti hen.
Okay.
Bon. Iti napo ono akasa ne picture. Dr. Baumia any ne Samuel Baumia.
Okay.
Kennedy Japan any other executive 4 pictures and okabo mu post here.
And nipa na select baako.
And nipa no a select baako. Kennedy Japan there no. And we just screenshots and they abeto abonti se napo support Kennedy Japan.
Interesting.
And the first picture na trend pa.
Oh, okay.
Amafo so ki cabbage no Dr. Baumia enkrofu
na napo akasa ho
dabi onkasa ho and oshe napo on one post na o say the 2025 National Delegate Conference of the NPP was a moment filled with unity, synergy and a shared commitment to rise, rebuild and restore the soul of our great tradition.
That was the caption.
We post on one kasane in the picture. Kennedy Japan, Dr. Baumia and a yeri and a fay MPP in Pennyphobia and also at Council of Elders in BT. I have 4 great photos and opening a post here a man for a yano, a year fracada or more propaganda. Into Michelle, so who the first picture say a year Napo and or see Kennedy Japan, yes, Raman, Crabia and the end. Now, Bibi, the most trending story on the day. And now you call Supreme Court.
But I same bisa na no cray.
Yes. Now you call Supreme Court, you know. It's a ruling now Supreme Court at the Abenti. Now say me so a year me dig it deep. Now me call ye 1212 bi na me so because a year the suspended Chief Justice. I'm a year who say Deda obey nyina at the end of the day the law is the law.
Still the law.
Now maybe the law is the law no any. The Supreme Court has by a 4-1 majority decision quashed the bench warrant issued for the arrest of Kevin Ekobedu Taylor by Justice Eric J. Bafo.
4-1.
Enti Supreme Court decision on Modi Aba Bontain.
By then a buyer simu buy.
Na me betrem ama den no aba no lawyers ebimu nso ayeden akasa. Enti ya de batutu nsani ani na ye wiewie no tem. Na Kevin Taylor eden na Kevin Taylor ya ema Justice Eric J. Bafo enkane no high court and another no court of appeal. Now Kevin Taylor won one of the episode no bibi ni court no ne some kind o say today I will tell you about the men in red. Yes, the men in red and some of them have been compromised. Na they are not otremu akane say Justice Eric J. Bafo was hurriedly promoted from a high court judge to a court of appeal judge by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I can tell you on authority that Justice Cheibafor is operating on the orders of President Akufo-Addo and National Security Minister Ken Dapa. Assembly Okano 2020. Inti anything Mr. President na gezem the former. This is why the case of the former NCA board members was jumped straight to the commercial court to Cheibafor so that he will execute the government's agenda. Oriano Sanso editu just said Justice Eric Cheibafor is saying no eye ni chuchomu seni anana dudanko promoting all of a sudden openino wabeye ye tam edan bi a wetintim EDC eye isle go ho side ho no edan wa peja yes edan wa peja esi wo no Kevin Taylor chema ono ankasa ne lawyers okoto omo ne senior colleagues any omo okoto omo bench wo kwa no omo ye na koi okunyes sansem we na Kevin Taylor editu dwa
media adwuma
enti odi sansem we tu dware and a Justice Eric Cheibafor scandalized by the allegation issued the arrest warrant declaring that it will remain in force until Kevin Taylor is arrested and brought before his court. Enti we any idea den Kevin Taylor kaya it's a Justice Eric Cheibafor on one kasano issue bench warrant for the arrest of Kevin Taylor. But baby 2020 na mono assembly ebisi and metie lawyers bi obi ti say eduzi tamaklo omo interpretation om da ba bonte say the Supreme Court or kwase the arrest warrant no omo you see a previous Supreme Court judgment against a high court judge any Kennedy Japan enti bibi sa obekaya 2021 no ora Kennedy Japan etna TV so on high court judge bi e was asensem munga muka na Sagana for area free a yenkaka ye ho kakra now Kennedy Japan case say be a wuti a obeti explanation na eba so say Supreme Court precedent and omode rule case we na ora Kennedy Japan ono so nensem no ono so etna TV so and then the okeka bi editre high court judge Justice Wuntawuni
okay
ewo assassin sem bi okeka bi church na yede asem no high court judge the same judge efra case no ena Kennedy Japan the lead counsel at the time ora Kwame Jan ede asem no call Supreme Court no ena Supreme Court edi kire mu say nsam na Kennedy Japan edi to Jan scandalous nemo judge Amos Wuntawuntuni ontumi ntena
ono court
ono akasa ne court so because
indi ono anasem
because asem na Kennedy Japan eka no say ojitum say efa ne ho then he is an interested party in the case so therefore cannot sit on a contempt case against Kennedy Japan when he is the interested party.
And as a Supreme Court na kasa asem we a na asem wete sa pepe beto no nimu a ene se ne na no se ne
yes and no nti we any explanation and then omuchema Supreme Court kwa echema Justice Eric Cheibafor unlike even Kennedy Japan na ye man akwanya ema ni beyi na no ewo court no wama Kevin Taylor sa akwanya no so in the interest of justice no omu terms no omu use no
omu purchase in a case of Ken there no
oh yes omu tie
Supreme Court tie Ken
yes even the High Court tie because Ken lawyers they made appearance
before the same judge but in this case
yes
Kevin did not appear before
Justice Eric Cheibafor kwama amano appearance he just issued the bench warrant so omukwache no.
But in the case of Ken, was a bench warrant ever issued?
No.
And Sir Kevin was not in this country.
And now Omoka says so. In the interest of justice, you have to always listen to the other side. And Sana, Ebia say Bianca one make your appearance here different. But so when tie other side eno ene ya se omo chema based on Supreme Court nankasa decision in 2020 with Kenya Japan Justice Amos Wuntano enunti and the Supreme Court gina so the bench warrant Justice Eric Chebafo issue here for the arrest of Kevin Taylor in 2020 no omo den omo akwase sa warrant na bibi sabiri o content time so is the number one trending story on X formerly Twitter is the number one trending story on Facebook and TikTok. Into oko Instagram na me who say sa story on the Instagram the baby girls na but but
they say oh yes
ye jenisa but oko X any Facebook political conversations ekoso hopa na sa story no Alberteki sa UK opposition leader no kwa no and story Sabra no kase number 1 Ghana for Kawansem so and say no see ya there ene esia enye hwe nti but among for so raise concern bibi
saden
among was say almost betting companies no baby adene do no court cases no mo fa awesome brabontin yes obibi bo enyam na meka ho Ghana for say almost steady trend na who say baby edu ne agbe na
but I can hear bad so
nti almost betting companies no
say profile case
yes
Supreme Court
because omo who Supreme Court there say but almost way difference ni say o say nkane no na unanimous but see no almost say their air course so utuminya 4-1 utuminya 3-2 utuminya 5-2 but still no much choma SS betting companies no omo the odds to so nti ga omo the odds to so a ka be kam de kogu so bank ga me de ebedi me because ke bi an kam 3-2
sa
in net 3-2 na wo mitrim but no say betting companies no omo be gi atumu na omo de ato so I know na Ghana form one time so
betting companies you come omo yes kapa
oh yes bibi omo
now what is a interior minister say omo ko see rehab center okuma say ma a betting addicts
it sa we no nya but sansem no
muko see rehab center
mu see so omo so you can say last year the number of rehab centers, I think in England, for instance, year 15. But because of suicide cases, omunya linked to betting, almost how many? Almost 10. So the betting rehab centers, it moved from 15 to 25.
How much taxes mutia on their winnings? We be a winning
but omono the betting companies are hugely taxed
and omo betting also
omo bet and they just say no me check it but lottery there mean so much but for game betting then
for game betting
yes
Europe people pay taxes on their winnings. Taxes on their winnings because a lifestyle are there a sounds so negative impact. In our case, you 10% tax on every so
and then so
you because yes and you say it is a social menace. Inti yesan kwa spend this kwa see rehab center. How do you discourage the problem? How do you deal with the problem? Ade bia ewo insunsuanso ewo nipa so no ankofo consuming no government taxes ade no to discourage amount from abusing it and using it. Yen ye de no ye free ho kwa see rehab centers for one more. Yeah, encourage you almost to bet. What is the rationale? Imagine who I'm in here. So mind you to say a problem there. Then one of the measures it ought to take is to find a way of discouraging the youth from taking to betting. And one of the ways I bet my son is say, increase taxes winnings and so, and even increase the taxes betting companies in Utia. So when increase taxes, what's the work you can be the rehab center? It makes a lot of sense. But government is not getting anything from Nkofo winnings. Yet, okay.
So, Bibi, ewo UK
rehab center.
Gambling income is not a tax. Inti UK no matter how big you win, your gambling income is not taxed.
Our society is not UK.
But
our society is not UK.
I'll check the other countries in the US and then see so senior but so far the confirmation
you can't tell me say ye taxes a free betting so now wakwa see rehab center at the amawomo until at the end of the day government encourages people to go and bet we are addicted never problem na government asan kwako first so the kwako see rehab center and we ought to have a second look at this. And Rami Busa say is it the Interior Minister's own personal initiative? And I say a buying initiative because it is not in consonance with government's policy on this matter. Anyway, yeah. Now, hey, minority for walk out.
Oh yes.
Almost someone witness say Rabna Obey.
Oma say a Pontius Pilate. Oma will side from let the records reflect a minority chief whip. Another prayer and a idiom
who witness you, one witness you.
I will say, Mr. Speaker, we know that we don't have any influence, but let the records reflect that we decided not to participate in this exercise. In the
minority, for the records, cannot be part of the swearing in. Yes, we cannot be part of the swearing in. Because we are working on it. And this one is specific to the swearing in. Other businesses will engage in it. If that is the turn of event, then we, in the minority, for the records, cannot be part of the swearing in. Yes, we cannot be part of the swearing in. Because we are working on it. And this one is specific to the swearing in. Other businesses will engage in it.
MPP pa na ya mobile parliament salo. Hey, MPP pa na ya mobile parliament salo.
Bibi, se no organize mo pekura ma mo ba bi. Nti ebi mo kwa ka say ye do mo be fa double track no. Nti 88 no, ye be cho mo be 10. And the 8 ba. E chana 8 ba. Echana 8 aba
because omo sheda man
because omo sheda nti omo no omo kono na no omo sa ba chairman kwa omo sheda ndoso
na sese na de na ye ne de o ka ho bi anyama o firi mu so a entisni
na bibi enu so na Ghana for business o minority MP o nya minister o nya CEO excuse Benawa, they be a parliament.
And I saw my catch room so more per cram on
bio.
Some kind of side, I almost bet in a baby. But I mean, the way democracy, you know, I was saying,
Happy FM 98.9.
How almost express your more. You see, what makes democracy, is a minority views ahead.
Yes.
Intimate sure say, you be or parliament, and they should. We see there is a test for the minority in this matter too. Who opposition up power bar. This is one of the best opportunities to make your points.
Yeah.
This is the best time one. It was sounded very rational and deep, because around this time, say the media would want to listen to the minority more.
Yes.
Or what I say, media no will tend to go to the minority more. Until there is an advantage in this situation for the minority. Also, how are and the test for the majority. So, how they use this advantage. So, use advantage way at the abuse system, no, at the law they over the minority. And man, then for them to express themselves over time, they may be losing the love of Ghana for. And when we dynamics are also moving, yenya a majority no so far.
Maybe opposition
and kakra na wonkomu da kra so who say yes. Wonkomu dan so wa o techira hu say ya.
School me opposition ba ko bi pa.
Sa na amfa.
Maybe my say level 100 no candidate na win here. Oh, okay. Yes, and level 200 me say win here. Okay. Level 300 me Lucy.
Lucy, na ba opposition.
We wanna move there na
na ni na opposition man ya. Ne wababedi wade no odi mane ye fe odi ni style
especially
bo so techi na
especially
I say akabe ka ade na manye ni se wa apa ko
oh ti ukọ Facebook na NDC MPs no o say omu we bi omu no bye bye chana ni pedi mi abibi nti we ene nsama nice also a
lesson. It should be a big lesson to them. And say one more enya kwan ba be sumo man ni biemu a omon kai
ombesua
also musia be free mu
na media
Ghana dey dwani a hand time there
politician dey omunsua o asa abo no wo chena no sunko say sisi ano ya che omo ti omusu different but ye ja omusisi a wo hwe enkofo bi nso omukasi anti politicians there bibi omusisa
show the air bibi chale me da say ewie
den na eko den na eko
EpaHoaDaben sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Mame kwa homa no so nkodi nkomo bi mra sesia na enura ye sanka ye behwe the New Patriotic Party amanyoko no ne bobredi ni gina bia sesei, especially on the back of one conference omo call no nanu ya ewo University of Ghana. Omo disi omani so se omo rebuild the party no na omo rebuild the party ni together with their values. Na ebusa se ene no after party no etu sa kwan no empenifo tenechire no mo he party na wo mu hunu no saying party in future in terms of inkabomu et saying na the very amendments in so a course no a reflecti bibi in politics and Dr. De Graft ata a political science lecturer or some sort of political analyst na wa joining me ewo ahoma no so let me engage his thoughts on the New Patriotic Party post ono annual delegates conference course. So doc what mean can Happy FM suni me mwadwomo ha
yeah mesho da sepa minia
na ewie me jinisa mode wo akra
oh ya mi ado minia ya mi ado bibia ya kama ewie wo KNUST campus kuma se me
ya do bad ya say the New Patriotic Party akwakoye wono conference ewie na wo mu kowie ye no party ne bon ho safo hene se dwumadie no akoyie na first of all akyerɛ nkabo mu a ɛwɔ party ni mu ɛne nkabo mu a party for no ɛpɛ from where you sit before ebe call amendment ni mu ne the very essence of dwumadi omukodi ye no MPP annual delegates conference ya womo ekoye say otinechire na sese a omo rebuilding with their core values no uhunu eho adansedie
yo me da sepa minia wo inde ewie akwanja exam ma yakasa wo Happy FM bra or Assam down. Now, Ozinkai, Medimintia, Medemanianama, or Assam down, ne other surrounding communities in Nedebiano, Yabode, and Yanama, what your business, Akasaka, so Assam down, ne surrounding communities, or they, over here. One advert for Happy FM. Now, Happy FM is Kakaka to mother run such wonderful programs.
Yeah, that's your dog.
Meso that's a now, Ozinkai, I will say, Kamimka da member no, Sabio, Yabagana Hana, Kamimka da member no, Egina, even though there were few technical issues in here, there were young democracy no. We still see the democracy no is doing very well because Sayaba a baby many more. At the end of the talk, in Congo war a baby many muna na even there. Ghana stands tall when we come to democracy. Sunday all over the world, you know, say African continent. People think there Africa a continent to be full of crisis, political instability, and conflict, and so. The fact that countries in Africa started democracy, you know, that one cry is a plus. And for Ghana, standing tall, when we talk of democracy, you know, Ghana is doing very well. Now, after election, you know, democracy, after election, you know, the responsibility of the political parties, you know, and Amanya Kuni, there, back, then they will reflect on some of the conditions and other causes are my political party to me in Kugu. And so for me, the MPP one delegate conference after going through the defeat, 2024 defeat in our delegate conference. I mean, it's in the right direction because but to also MPP particularly internal crisis. Another internal conflict, another disagreement about NDC, MPP as a political party. And one of the issues are not so them defeating the MPP. And for me, the great conference is in the right direction. Obwana wasn't the message saying some of the cracks, other critical issues to be over there. Affect one political fortune in 2024 we're discussing, that is the best for the party as we speak now.
From where you sit, send you median call no hope for the unity of party no so here no.
Remember that's women say abaya say we working for a number of years, about 8 years. Now given records are now opening the based on the kind of records in terms of development in there or they still can break the age now to the extent there after the election when you're 41%. It's going to be a shock or they are no some MPP as a political party and automatically no and the be near after election, the races were party when some of us say other tensions and dynamics in the party as we speak now. And so for what they have done so far, another issue question last Saturday, for example, say at least even though wanting to address all the pertinent issues in a way, or there's some kind of some level of unity or the which in future nobody to my board on it to be able to help enjoy the kind of unity that the party is looking for.
There seems to be a certain stress on the values of the party. Now, being a political science lecturer at KNUST, I'm sure, sir, you are very conversant with the values of the various political parties, history, heritage. For the New Patriotic Party, it appears, sir, the new generation MPP members, and Shannon values, and it is reflecting in the kind of politics What are these values from your perspective? And when you're going to say in terms of some values with reflection on a memo?
Values, tradition, philosophy, ideology. Now, at the end of the day, once the most important thing is that the party never power now. You fulfill your manifesto in line with the demands or the aspirations of the ordinary Ghanaian. It now boils down to the fact that some level of development at the Baba. I'm ordinary Ghanaian, rural Ghana and another, even those in urban areas any access to the basic social services, be it the water, electricity, and better education, road infrastructure, marketing, security, so that Obia no autonomy. And that is the core mandate of every political party. For me, the MPP has one ideology as capitalism really helped, and one value to ensure that we promote some level of patriotism and ensure that at least they created opportunity for ordinary Ghanaian to make access to economic activities and improve the life of the people. Have been able to work despite the few technical issues in the idea, the party, experience during the tenure of their office. Now, generally, NPP were succession plan, and one succession plan in a way, MPP or the BATKK in terms of who should be the presidential candidate. That is the aspect MPP DBATKK. But even that, what the BAT based on the fact there, that is the best option for them. And as I speak now, I see that is the best option for MPP as we speak now. Because, fine, they may have the succession plan in terms of who becomes the presidential candidate since Edua Hinap time, since Kufuor time, since Nanado time. And so the option was clear there. Okay, when we look at this succession plan in terms of Obi Obaye presidential candidate then automatically it should go to Alain Chamante. But that didn't be the case because now when you say at that moment now Open break it and given the credentials now records are and Papa Dr. Bawumia and that was the best choice for them to showcase Dr. Bawumia to be able to lead the party. Even though it's in a way some level of deviation. But I think that is the best choice for MPP, even though MPP 2024 now has it. But for me, I think that so an opportunity number 2028 here, MPP will be able to do well.
Very well. Doc, you didn't come on with any other was say any unchurch muno brown the ama anyway.
98.9. That's a happy FM.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
989 FM EpaHoaDaben Jumedie na Dr. De Graft Atta and Aten in Kano. Dr. De Graft Atta a political science lecturer or KNUST. Now we may catch us one of the issues I hear as someone defense minister can and rap. Now as someone waka na someone and say there are thousands of unaccounted for ammunition Sibia abindada ne military high command no at the core national security. Now these ammunitions are unaccounted for. Na idea omo ye ehwehwemu akomu. Yebekwa homa no so pretty shortly ne one mu eti security ase enso edi nkomo kakra. Na yadwa agenkyere ni bi afa sasemu hu se anyebia no omo te asemu yi omo hunu ne sen. What is the practice ede na koso in terms of ammunitions and weapons between state security agencies? Now, is it the normal practice military no supply national security ammunitions omo edibedi omujuma na? One question defense minister nebusa ye ne say edien na esiye national security yenim say onye only active combatant operations. Yebema no ammunitions in hundreds. And the minister asked this very question. We'll get onto the phone lines now. Yenim penifo edin komona yebusa se and someone from their perspective almost who is saying na yedi in komono yene the chief executive officer ma Africa Center for Security ebedin komona yaje the perspective on this very matter. And don't also forget say so as somebody be yedi ehun komo and so efa
98.9
Kevin Taylor ne asemo call Supreme Court and the Supreme Court akwashe the decision of the High Court bench warrant what they eto no so a lawyer foni bi kasa se idea send some warring signals. It means to say, well, look at the precedent. I mean, we should send in some Supreme Court here mu asemi bi abetomo ni mu pen. Emu amodema no same wani bia na no mode aba. Nti ede na asesa would also focus on the NPP's National Delegates Conference course, and the accusation say it was skewed in favor of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We'll test it and see say no krebi ewumu ana. Join us live on Facebook na yemfa enkomoni nyina embro. Obetimi so do wano ato enkomoni mu bi na wachire wadwene ewo issues ahodo no eho. Na said the tie no so watia ene Ablekuma North emrahye bedwani ene the Honorable Erabna Orbin ono iwini ye ema the NDC in the just ended rerun of parliamentary elections in 19 polling stations ewo constituency ho na said the ensemonite no me kwa homa no so mra ho Paul Boateng na enkudi ammunitions yi ho enkomo na what ya defense minister said thousands of military ammunitions unaccounted for were order a probe national security and so are taking over investigations no na yankwa homa no so na yene opening Paul Boateng enkasa opening Paul Boateng na order civil society organization a omani di security ewo Africa aha ehun echire oye the chief executive officer for the Africa Center for Security Analysis. Paul adwani mu ahoma no so Mr. Boateng ntime kan happy FM su ne memu adwo
98.9
na ewie boko
oba dia dawo ni
do ade ase enura meti asem me yam hye me kakra after Dr. Maneboama the accountability series me eti ase say some thousands of ammunitions be ayira we cannot account for them and while others say improve from where you sit and your work in security and indeed meaning say you have worked closely with the military over the years party you understand omodwumadi ni said yomo eyo niema fa sir let me give your first reaction or your initial reaction to sir claim your minister dey abeto bontini
no calling say me case asem no me can say this can never be possible
sir
Ghana Armed Forces are minimum woman no enye possible dem enye we would do this enye no correct enti me feel point me ya Ghana Armed Forces there be me for be
Etuo no o kwagia e will be our assignment wo.
Or say ammunition, one can weapons.
Ammunition amu wa ye bi adwuma no.
I say abuba no.
Abu bibia ke so bibia ba bibia assignment. What you say? Nye do fiti ya ukọ ya no aye de no akwaje.
Okay.
No kwale ni me say Ghana force be different in Ghana force be no. Be bisa entity. So omuka ammunition sa aniema aya ni ni say ye woniema ni bi wo hono ma omukra ya ye eno de for national security eno so ye de ma presidential gas no ombo president no ban ye hwehwe mu kakra yi ni mu say president Atamos e clear bi bai way back so muka ya maybe kura nka say national security operation bi akovia Etio, I don't know some more guys in this. I'm a home by ya, some Ubu idea will be to me. I think Fab up and the down part time. And you know, Fab does not you have in the national security coordinator. It is Sanya Mano, and yet, dear, yet Ghana armed forces there. And you know, so national security, no, and I say, one more president, no ban, almost new for this Sanya Man, and saying, it's hard. You give much better than many in our castle.
Who much say Amuna Dr. Manebu Amakan Semono Castle Newa and answer the
much better a city star Brenna, President Murphy, or more Jubilee House on a sign many in a normal to castle. You much better say. And you know, Kayano, as soon as this time was na nsanya blue guard do say one for na ya tin so project that I'm saying for no enema ben no biko ye training e just flow for man hwe mu ana o mu nya sa enema na ofani
na mo ye weapon training
one na tachro wo ma ye so mu nko bua ye nko galamsey no blue water
gas no
me na me tachro na nie ne de kwotete wo mu ho no ene enema na egu asukale no e prefer him. No calling say Ghana Armed Forces to near Mentina. And not dear, you say Ghana Armed Forces will be 3 1 more. Opoji a question a bako crowd between a faculty and Abitian. Ghana Armed Forces near institution are Saturday. Almost young function institution here. On the Shema Sani Manako thousands. There. You just feel say a dear minister when you're busy. You be a pastor minister when you're briefing because you say so yes, I am man.
Mamen kaya di ebinchiro na minyina sumbusasem.
Okay.
Me koti minister no or say the reality is that to date. Okay, let me take it from the top so that ebenya a good context of asemna na all kano. So the story as I'm reading from happyghana.com or say Dr. Omanebuama made a revelation when he took a stand at the newly instituted program by the government known as Government Accountability Series. He has therefore directed the national security to thoroughly investigate the circumstances surrounding the transfer. Now, Hano say, and I quote, "The reality is that to date, those ammunitions have not been accounted for. How how the Ghana Armed Forces could transfer ammunition to the national security that doesn't have a fighting force in 2024 is a question that has to be answered. We have kept our nation safe and stable." Say Okasa dia na wo pachre say indeed our documentary evidence from military records say the Ghana Armed Forces had transferred ammunition to the national security in 2024. He could not have said this without any documentary proof.
Well, an American transfer for yen when sending in any view. And you know, so you transfer near Mabisa Aqua, officer now or yen or hormone. It will crowd and can you be a crowd with the public near discuss. What in a nature and if it's a new idea, I was saying, I think we'll crown a bubble 10 years because you move to you say, why a tuning seminar or kind of for some most make crown say to be by. And to time almost transfer to castle at the presidency one. Any part no done one, yes, I know that's all. And the other one friend Musana Bontin or the Casa.
But Wamenamentia Seminasi, Professor Mons are small candy, I check. Where I am one. No, but are you saying, sir, weapons near munitions now, Professor Mons a cry back then, and no one seminar, Dr. Manebuama Airkin. Are you sure of that?
We did a pan, we do much less than one sem walking. We did any issue moon, not less than one sem walking. Let me be 20 Komu, when the Korean seminar is beating your camp. Anything I mean, yes, a bit in your and close for me, actually say, you guard the phone. And near my bang, you at the two as the carry one, so near my near go and if you find him. I'm a nipper or down on what or down higher. Our system, the other one for Musano. Saving what transfer at the amount of the Iraqana. Painting a young function on Serbia, saying anything. And the two. All kinds of national security for a training on behind the weapon. I want more guide the president, Roman Army fool, Udwana Army fool, and I'll be the only again.
Minimum,
okay, and I wouldn't mind me through presidential gas and no one in the army for. They shut up what 51 women with you. Extra one send on the board or be a president to Hobine.
No, national security.
Yes, for me now, I'm the presidential guard and the national security.
Okay.
And the go to the castle, one way and just one so bit in your creative. I mean, see, at the one, said the young country be Oscar time. You need to do a plan now among common Nicolas council, you're in a question to carry hobby. And the day and all the castle, one way and just one so bit in your creative. Now, national security will be bring to you.
One Cassie and Titi almost so much creative or say. A national security that doesn't have a fighting force. Or when that's a national security, only a fighting force, a standing army. You bet military transfer thousands of ammunitions at the such an agency.
And I make sure say national security for no or more than the president one by your presidential guards I have to do or more president one by. But is
it the usual practice?
National security coordinator. It's you know now castle if you are at a most film, you are Mahama Krabai, it's you know, no castle. It means that the Ben or Monday, if you know, or more national security for or more transfer if you know. I don't know the one can watch them. Yes, I mean, I need it. I mean, the image left to face. Yes, I'm a foreign one who could take you. Or one boy, you are President Obama. If you are I'm a foreign to Piano. People are crying, Algeria, and Bulgaria, and Israel, Nigeria, and only adequate training on. One could take you can be out of the ball. President name for you phone be home. I know I'm a person, yes, here. And the interested Ghana forces of Walker could take you.
Menya sure say the same etuna summon I di home common we because see Minister say the ammunitions were transferred by the Ghana Armed Forces. Also see etuna Professor Mills Kraba no never castle.
You should move to the PC. Walking. Africa Center for you should move to the PC. Walking.
Na Sako no military na demand national security ana.
Bio, ewo hono ni mpesa metronse ewo hono na wo mutimi ko yi first of the dia operation bi ba o mbetimi ha akọ ana se bi on tin say this particular one be here o mbetimi akọ ba me yes post question for the meeting ba ne mi ni say ta akode no die ba ne ma ne die move the bar purposely for the national security and the Ghana Armed Forces one me nim dem say so mutwi bi anyina
Yet the minister says the Ghana Armed Forces has, and I quote, has passed the investigation on to the National Security Secretariat to investigate since they were the recipient, which means that Ghana Armed Forces ejitum say omo transfer ammunition ne demand national security, but because omo no me recipient in it omo no nye hwehwemu.
And then I make sure say who say me person me code detail pa be sir, because a do baby you know a tremo e bi ko bi won ho me person me code detail no play me person me come to place sir, but nem person me train say no ebe de be nwa se tu de tin ayira e Ghana Armed Forces do share statement in Ghana of Ghana Forces tu bi ayira yi enu ntino the minister ne say etu na ko ba bi bia nipa na wo di tu no wo say krata no di tu no hand ma wo nipa na wo o mo friend ni musa se tu no do say na wo sutware di bo say na wo president so di bo say na bi ama se bi bia na no susuma so dalam say fo no and now the blue guard of one. When you have a man, I want to today or public is that. It is a should be a big above back who claim who be a booty. This all kinds of own. It is a meaning I walk or yeah, it is a whole bedroom. So much now close to him, no time I had to buy in our Troy and I'm a program. We time Casa make us saying in our record system of sanity. It's under the Ghana Force, there is. And the minister, I'm sure they were not briefing.
But I am military for you and a baby briefing.
Oh, yeah. So sometimes, and some people want my win to me, the can is how. A good of things were maybe the politics are craft them. But maybe I'm in 5 points in equality, a young forces, a day for politics. Because one million for phobia. Almost one is in our mind. You lose one more pet. As you say, sometimes it's clear, and some people follow on. A do one more any concept babon to never want to name. But the same program now, so I'm say a quiet fast so far, maybe a feeling or money, that's why I mean. That's a meaning about one. We did Juna baby. I'm no money. What in a major answer?
Meet
and so, process men, I'm soon to be a bit about any penny beyond field. But I say yes, Pastor, eligibility and other criteria, a day found Sibia. I was so good BC, A, B, C, D, and San Wabano. When computer and by rejected. No.
Well, Mammy San Famra ammunition, so I said, no, my last question. Minister no Eklemu say, Sir, ammunition transfer way happened in December 2024.
I'm not disputing the fact, but I'm across a family in question. Professor Moss and the buy.
Okay, so that's established. Professor Moss and the buy, so it is in circulation within the security system. But his point is that in 2024, the army transferred thousands of these ammunitions to the national security at NA. Those ammunitions cannot be accounted for.
I know that make sense. Nipa na will receive you no 1 year. Public
and on top of it, Metuasepa, and on top of it, Adeba kwem interesting kakran so say Ghana Armed Forces no you omo free investigations in him.
Yes, I was so you free.
The national security because woman na omo receive here.
I know to nature was there. But the national security for there, and then Ghana Armed Forces for there. A 20 national security there. National security for 2 hours. A day now, I'm in allocated to national security. And I'm sure system they do baby and never bet you about the craft and CBS or all this like that's okay. They're 3 ways here. Any class be a more than Tibia. Yes, and I am fear and Santos. Maybe an idea, Juma, we have found the matter of Armenia. Then person of cook move the place. And they 20 a year near maybe a yana. Need to mention it.
20 be a cogalam say sites ana.
Need to mention it. And to say, no minister, no. Almost annual receive you, no name or handy a tune man, and you can receive you 6 antenna. And yet, there was what the bad calculator and Ghana for next to do. MY.
What's that way? What no documents or said documents to me chile ni pa kwa ya assign it to ma omo.
Oh yes. Yes. Enya dia sabi etuo na nya bofra ya tete ana mango ya tete ya tete.
So why would the minister tell the nation sadie way or mrekwa or call it for paper trail kakan ko betimenya sadie way? It must have been a big concern to him.
No, nwanwa so enye bi wo no ma efa Ghana Armed Forces to ho and the security when you can say babon tin sa. If you say e banista ebu ho no ma se nye nkofo dwene fa ho no na ekoye bibi ho no. If you say etuo nya bia ekese mango bi ana se eburo bi aye ton a obi koto no age na obeto atena yindi. No. Etuo na ban ne kraba ye no krata wo ho abetem ne obi use bi a okosan otro odi bia ena Ghana Forces so obi enim se ne omotie omo handle wade a ombeye ne basa enti omo transfer to thousands a year near my ammunition thousands ama for national security for we ya sema ase bi e de beto abonti wo bla woni ni fa waje ye woni ni date no woni ni location na omo de ko ye so
Paul, my fancy and I mean now say we'll try and get some clarity to this very matter. Bibi any about
Mate bibi any among some friend. You bet me in common with you cry.
Mate, me throw actually cry. Well, Paul Boateng, executive director, Emma Africa Center for Security Analysis. Wachana you know was asking me who only susu say enya someone call say minister Babon Timbeka because ye the two Emma will be so on fankoye adwuma nipa no ye ni details nso dia ene I was say ye hunu with paper trail nipa woda amri na no owo ho oni ho kra the books should reflect ono mo ye de sa ammunition si ma wo mo e de koye adwuma minim se misua no nyina na ye ka che se police need to ye de man na ye kan aboba no ma no oba bia nso a ba ko afri so kire ni ode ye nti eba ne say na you say ammunitions cannot be accounted for yet we know say military no edema the national security yet from the national security end it appears say yenim nipa ye this ammunition say ma wo they cannot account for the ammunition. Minister said in 2024 December NSA movement of ammunition no ekoso. Today the army says omo ye investigation ye omo de bema national security sense omo no mo receive ye na ensem no Paul Boateng susu say we nya asem wo say ba bontene the minister should have easily triggered internal processes to get this. Mate also betimi de wadwen kira basa asem hu na ya kankan ni nyina e de amawo emre na so say ye kan apomuden ho asem na edi apomuden ho enkomo na ansa na no mamefa o messages ni bi entwamo Manuel Jesse said, Bibi, you are always discussing NPP, forgetting about national issues. D-Levy is being implemented. Our roads are getting worse. Galamsey is taking over the country. Drivers are increasing fares, but still, it is still NPP. If NPP were in power, there will be voices. Okay. In interview about NPP, when I actually at the say. Masawood Kumase Bantema said, the NDC has already exhausted its propaganda against Dr. Bawumia, which in my view makes the former vice president the strongest candidate for the party going into the next election. Any attempt by the NDC to undermine Dr. Bawumia has already failed. Yo, Masawood, if you are now undermining Dr. Bawumia may not be in the NDC. Find out. If you answer. Paul Amenosoji, say good afternoon. Ayuko, or see the on the debut the same message, deba NDC is the best. Yate, Manuel Justice say good afternoon, baby. Please, how far is the 24-hour economy in Adenta? Is Adenta not part? I can't see anything going on here. And what is happening with Feed Ghana? Okay. Emil Smith, okay, on the watcher happy keke, and or de aba. Comensa Pillar 2 say, or the freedom kwabenya, or say, ton, my fellow NPP family. Nominations for the presidential primaries open latest by July 2025 for Tom. Okay, ate Obodewuro. Michael Blagaji say hi Bibi. Hi Bibi, the interview master. Good afternoon. Thanks, Michael. Richard O'Kine, I see you, my brother. Good afternoon, and I trust you're well. Richard O'Kine tong car tires, any batteries. On the Accra Sports Stadium, New Pusit Pair. It is the only car tie and a battery shop at Woho. Brand new, Ubinya car tie, Papa, Bigumi Kanase, and one of them called them ba. It's been how many years? 2 years in here, and the ties are still looking good. Richard O'Kine, my brother, thanks for joining us in area. Potassium One said, good afternoon, baby. Congratulations to Kelvin Taylor for winning the case at the Supreme Court today. Kennedy Japan insulted judges of the Supreme Court and is walking a free man. I'm saying, Udiweaba, Yakin Ededa. But me found Mansoa Herbal Clinic na Dr. Penia or enchireng and the panning somewhere and nanope and away or edema Ghana for in Yinada. They be a catch or some Mansoa Herbal Clinic there. Clinic ba kope and eji se bia ya de no efi enye sa pa de a sa haban pa ye de kan ya de o last stop Mansoa Herbal Clinic. Doc atena se na doc atena se me na kwa bai na enne ensem a wo ma ye no yindi eho enkomo. Doc mema wo adwo
mejo so bibi
na boko de
yanko padom
na tim Mansoa nso boko ya ho ye wo
yanko padom
de obo ade yanko pon se papa na de na wo ma ye tifo
enne no me be si sunya de kakra as usual yeah na mostly no me ba interview ya na me mpese ya ba beton ko kwadru ne yi na tipayedru ne ade ya but give the person education. That's the best way. Yeah. Tinipanan kasano or assess it. Now you follow you or she will follow you. Is the best.
Manim dear.
Ya koso ni pediem. No one kasan transno assess it. And then perceive baby kakra for prostate.
Prostate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was local hospital, local clinic, local checkup, local lab. Local near a prostate I can see. I say I don't. About say na my jotto about 5 factors.
Okay.
A promote to prostate.
Okay.
Ma it may enlarge.
Okay.
Yeah. To whoever checking you say I benign and prostatic hyperplasma I can say kakra. To dream one hyperplasia sorry I can say kakra. Or dream one tiase. Na we na niema be 5 bi wa a contribute to prostate.
Happy FM 98.9.
As then my yen, na yemfie kwanim no likely see a prostate bit may enlarge. Right. But the fact is be why ya and anema bi why ya and contribute to man enlarge. But anema bi won so a wo ye na fam die bia but still no prostate no okobia ye say ni PSA level so. What's a prostate ne disturb no. Let me put it that way. Na aging ka ho ye kwa yemfie anim no e ka ho na no se utumi one exercise yi ana se nya exercise nkwampo na onya obi treat you here you can control it because you obi awanyi bia no prostate problem yeah hormonal changes in so ka ho as mema yen ko yanim ye wura 40s ni ade no ye testosterone level no e drop it nti hormonal level no e drop sa no likely say o prostate no a bit me understand kakra yeah bi o konso a one airdrop no odidi taking more vegetables odidi or more exercise or take good care of him or herself nti although the hormones are changing but it's not having any effect on the prostate nti although our hormones can change but unya imyanpadi o hwe hu yi a and yeah, 100% guarantee say prostate better stable, right? Because in your BR and the hormones are changing, you know, and when your prostate problem, yeah, and yeah, no so your genetic problem, so predisposition of the genetic problem, and also they say, genetically, no, never foreign history on your prostate, mamma, and papa on your prostate problem,
okay,
and I said, Nana and also on your prostate problem. It's genetically, you know, yashishenko for a bit when you're prostate or can be in the family line. And also through that, no, it may tracking with any power. The prostate ya start is one share and yahu bibia ever hano. Walk around yanya sa symptom no But yes, yeah, the genetic factors contribute to prostate health. And you want to say the family history. Ne papa who say the cat it at one bemum and the idea month now say media you have to start working on it anyway or that but check up near share had to say so that you get a perfect treatment so they be enquire sir to with
my preventing
with my preventing to one say the family or who say papa ain't problem and I said nana ain't problem they offer the immediate brother and as an brother paying or complaining and saying the emergency and the big camo and by because check here see me prostrate now you can see I enlarge any idea I cancerous and now why am I own mark crack so my top of an answer you can take it out and sana about apart from genetic factors maybe it's a lifestyle factors and so can obesity contribute to prostate condition yeah and the share why obesity all the organs all the system are becoming obese what you see our system you can see everything is becoming enlarged to be me affect and yeah no metabolic problem you come metabolic problem the metabolism they say you did need no ekwe ni peduam na ye adwuma the good one taking and the bad or the unwanted one is taking out that is the metabolism na baby why you problem with diabetes problem with blood pressure obi onum diabetes e dro bia ye sheshe omo benya prostate problem you are part of it.
What's the connection between diabetes?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, metabolism problem.
Okay.
Right. It will be a people of us about my mincho. Semitia me ya, na painkiller. Painkiller ma meeting ya den. Ijai.
Yeah.
But se painkiller na na juma wi a eti ya in essence ya den eba. So I've not solved any problem.
Also so no keke.
Yeah. Nti mfa say
in the DT area ne ba no na also hwehwe.
Yeah. Me call hospital doctor say me type 2 diabetes. Iti omame adro it is a metformin aminum. Today be also 500 milligram in the morning, 500 milligram in the evening, and I say 1,000 milligram in the morning, 1,000 milligram in the evening. But even croissant my insulin, sanapa me what insulin, maybe 20 units, embre me what 10 units. Right. At that man no metformin no. Adia chia me check sugar na e was shock akra. Right. 2-3 days man no man sugar na cost pa. The hospital doctor di matem. Charlie na one no modro no. What do me see dey be yourself for back so that I can come. Are you treating a problem or you are just controlling the problem?
You are managing it.
You are just managing it. You have not solved any problem. That is how you can say anybody who is taking high blood pressure medication, taking sugar medication, or man didn't call a prostate he will get a problem over there.
And I'm perceiving who connection.
That's a
BP drone.
Yeah.
A drone so na bema when your prostate na say blood pressure no.
And your drone so na bema when your prostate no. But the problem has been created in the system.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a metabolism problem. Right. That your time the work of the prostate.
Okay.
But yes, the work of the prostate. And the bema will be obey nibi. But so far sir, you have a metabolism problem. Your friend is saying umoja no mu edu. Ebi a 1 or cholesterol. Ebi a 2 or poor blood circulation. Technically so being a prostate problem now because your circulation you have a problem.
Okay.
Right. Ebi a or diabetes. Why? One can say too much sugar in the blood is not good for our system. In Tamo, when you know, you kusukusu kakra. Na say we fear dear kakra. Na sugar will more affect you any. So you should have asked that question. Said doctor, me go sugar, but you see many no. Doctor can say we sugar no affect you any. I don't know diabetes, but na say Obama into me sorry as a man.
So
other parts of the body no so. I don't know me sugar problem. But CCR me your bar now so white air hammy. But it shouldn't be part of it. But it's say it's not solving any problem. If you like stop it for 2 weeks, stop it for 1 week. The other person should try then. Yeah, that means you are not solving any problem. You are just using something to control the system now. So maybe a BP drew or sugar drew and or insulin until I say or metabolism problem.
Okay.
On hospital. Na solve that problem ne mano. On to me kwa omra na yankasa ntina me am be me am interview no so that you come and see me personally so that I will take good care of you personally yeah na you to me solve answer na yeah share risk factors of among being prostate problem you are part of it we work start to man problem science na say yeah ka say na you can't do anything about it
what can say me about family history
yeah
na o can be strike me
yeah
Matina say who say ene yembusa ne ku ye nananom
you are kasemo
ne papa ewu but one person hunu one interested in ade ne ku no oh me ye ofa wu ye kwaye eno ane se akwaye yakọ bi ni aba but eden ya ade ne ku no na ya ye interested
no
nti emma ye ntimi so na ye ho so se ye busia ba ku no sa de ne bitimi ato
yeah
but we also yembusa pa ho
bisa we a badum bansem let me put it that way right I was say nipa bia wo a wo hwe de ekoso na family line mu so take yourself out and can no ko worry about cry say ko say if you bodam for cry then e wo as do a mental issue when the issue ya na yakoye ni matiase
and obi anko hehe
yeah we know that na Facebook dia worry asem so let's look at it this way say yetumi ya dia woken family line ya cheki ya we wom na hu me hwe lady bi they very renowned people ya we ska for power kroma na me ko check in no na me ka chen say was starting your liver problem detoxification of the liver and drop it no ka chen me say wow problem when papa nya liver problem sana
Happy FM
98.9 Tunisia hono mon kan san chre no te ban sana me hu yo na me sure is one me ya facial ya na me ka chen say me hu wanim say it has started but maybe audio next time they will just check and they'll tell you okay just say papa no me sanda right because
liver problem
they are Muslims
okay
the one no me sanda but we have liver problem but you know that alcohol is associated with liver
issues
and in so Bismark associated with lungs but so but they don't get any lungs problem and that's how sometimes life is unfair but the papa and no sanda but he got a liver problem and the man died through the liver problem right what happens in say the DNA the genes that runs through our system right every family line be a hu sunsun so woni pa na brabom kakaka sa de ko ya we bi ewum bi a hu sunsun so kakaka papa bi ewum bi a hu sunsun so kakaka how about the resistant condition ya hu sunsun so kakaka sa de ko enti se obi o wana se o check no maame obi pipa also trust me say no I have to work on it by now me patient bi want me ba no maame be a breast cancer me treat your mommy with permaculture and say let's start yours. We don't na me say me nya since I'm saying no. I was say your bon ho ban said your be yen den emma. Emi kwa say your man ban sana your bon ho ban. And that is what we have to do. So family history, family line mu obi wo prostate problem. Don't wait say wo de obenya say 50, 60 and also 45 like so me menya. No. Checking it alone is one step. But getting a proper treatment and that one no or proper herbs and you see another one where you are a physical activities baby physical activities if you have a course circle crown and faka won't to me
exercise be any
abrabo no into physical activities very one area I was here shepa physical activity that I'm person me share one dey say after age 40 and I kono any one say wo na person pija na de na on say hey hu ya sa bibiro
na no ya bo me subu ofie say starting kwa gym
baby nya na hu ya do you know the reason why
baby
yeah the reason why I say when you are aging you are different degenerative last say be sua ha degenerative nature say don't penetrate na so it is so na hu ya say so 90 be bro so but within a certain amount but let's build it. Building it not just me you using that you are using it but you are not building it. You get me right.
Because Saturday me boy small boy could be 8 years old.
Yeah.
Daddy, you have to start going to the gym. And I'm saying, why? I say, I want to see your bicep like the guys on TV. Pressure pa.
So, can you take high protein?
I say, bro, I'm not going to you're both mine. Yes.
You see, yeah. So, you need to HBR.
Yeah.
Any can say, yeah, exercise man, bro.
Okay.
Right. I was say, yeah, no redeem. To go to me, per 90 by 5 kilometers, 3 kilometers. No.
My body na
you kill yourself. Yeah, the whole didn't be to me. But build a bone, build the strength.
How do you build a bone without exercise?
Take food rich in calcium.
Okay.
We don't pay. What I say, we don't pay. Baby, don't pay.
Now we don't pay. Then the bear man. You put then the bear boy.
Oh, say yeah. How no. That me chair say. You may be unfair. You may be unfair. You say. Say we be away with Diane. You catch us away. We nam kitu be. No be fufu no bebre. Fufu no bebre so be mo diabetes. Ntem. Starchy. Meanwhile, it's a colano. And we meet no high jump. Okosko onje na homi obetua mikasa no mo no de na no nyira no wo mu manka wi hia nam no a bebodi bone nya dompe na bebodi bone nya more vegetables more calcium food na be ma assist na fine no wo mu no wa ndie no
dog mami mbusa e no krese otena se che bebre a
yeah
etimi expose you to prostate enlargement and na focus long distance drivers
no so be obi one infection.
Okay.
Right. Infection so it me create prostate problem. TNT asiesa. Obi tie yen e wo fie sisi a o man na be manu ka no. O man emu na ka no. Wa call lab ya check ya ye hu bibia brand solve. Everybody make out TV so radio so we or back or one nufu no ka no. Wakwa mammogram you want to go brow just solve it. I'll take it out from the system. But with time no, on my catch was a problem sateba. But before that problem will come, brand new fuel. The bema be or infection. One bema no makan, one bema no makana. A something say one take it time will to me and with time will be me a prostate problem. No we all non BP draw or no BP draw with time with me a prostate problem. Generally say obebani check prostate ni ye di amano ya chen habama all bibi me wa helps wo ha obi kura a block ya shene catheter opese within 1 week ye yi mano helps be ma kwa konua wo fi obetre transfusion so ne be ba correct yeah is there yeah is there ahaban bibia you just boil it obetre transfusion
oh sir we be me
Johnson be flu obekọ hospital be yi catheter no
enye heat ni na eno
be heat ni aka wan yan situation na tetanus so sa na ko wanim o bi one na chido mpa biebi I mean just simple medication pepre ya untwi onfa frankuto onfa sa na chi ne sa we need about 2-3 weeks don pe na mu abiebie no and as you say this scenario eno be fill back
inkuto no ni pepre no ebura skin mewura muscles no akofele what how does that work?
Yeah on that no me chair said obi tie nsisi a untumi nda on say untumi nda it has something with the brain but the your friend saying ko pharmacy ben ko to castor oil fafu oni echi obedasa this year bonya no obi oda 2 hours pe obedasa Yes, how that connection.
Castor oil you can want some now.
Castor oil person Obama yes we are. Castor oil bit my yet man simple.
And no be obenu na.
I don't know the fast sanity na no na. What you say? Ayi aduma bebre enya no kwa. On say
and na wo kan so say na no so ka say efa oil ni bi.
Yeah, the line between the anus and the balls no.
Me ma efa oil ni bi
mfa. And it works on the prostate.
Okay.
And it works on the prostate. High time. 2. In your lifetime, you don't want to be impotent.
I know the
perfectly.
Maybe 100 gram per se.
Go on, let it for mente crano year. Mente crano, I want about wait 2 years. Yeah.
Pension baby.
And that one works. And a massive blood flow to the penis every time. Biano. No. Beman kasi ya de ni bema ni mu. Be wasi ya hona de ba bema ni. When I hold in bottom up. It's not ye or said you be the boss if you are. Benson the Bema technically woo. Or Sacramania.
Ampa.
awu anya be manim na hoɔden no if baby na ba be manim nti se line mu da hɔ na circulation is very good, don't have a problem
bi mu line mu esisi
emu nya kura
kaskala beboso aboso
emfa
Dr. Nobel ye fancy here I mean na wase na masoa ye hwehwɛ mu a ebehunu mu he
ayo ni fadama ni fara bombe washimbe ni fara ma bombe washimbe ni fara ma bombe washimbe adan hwa ne o manso ya ba clinic ana se kumasi Awunaga junction ene depo na opposite Awunaga junction depo na opposite obi wono wo glaucoma sisi ana se glaucoma tamana ni efura na pese hu ade bi mu a omra mema na ni na ba
onye ni surgery
ben me dey haba mema no
ene me dey madam fu be ba
fa na bra wache obi wo ho na se me no ka se nani o any problem o glaucoma na pressure na nam so 50 70 30 40 o be se ba normal o fini na fini ni so amra me e fine man right don't frame me if you have eye problem you just call me
for number never
0244 62 65 90 0244 62 65 90 yeah.
Dr. Annabel no da eye Mansoa Herbal Clinic no wa kyerɛkyerɛ ne prostate ho niema ehunu ne ekɔ also take the precautions or say yehwe o family history eye ahwehwem busa wo fa bi ewu o nana bi ewu eye busa sɛ ɛdin ne ku wo mo sɛ ohunu sɛ yare ba ko na di wo mo kɔ a also fi ase na check wo ho yehwe ne mbɔ ye ho ban from eye prostate na ye free Mansoa Herbal Clinic no mame eni wo eni dwaketo bi
EpaHoaDaben sinupi na nokre eye baako pɛ
say your school a wopa kwana brochire nko ade a tie me ye pa sane se me wo one institution bi a wo mo eboa manfo am wo manya school mu kwan e wo Spain, Malta, the Netherlands and Italy eye EduProof say wo mo hyehyɛ no transparency nko a bibia da ho fine say we no mo de ne money na handbag na ground uni evidence untu eskabia eno nti nhyehyɛ ni registration fee you only pay after receiving your admission at 350 euros. Tuition fee you only pay your tuition fee after one account visa and almost service charges and so untu service charges ejisa on account visa obri bia abo no ansa na service charge omajo nipa boninti nipa boninti batakari adoso amene no yehu kremu papa ohun futu for krado mo sha abofo so bu free no free eh Sunday man ever and talk to EduProof today on 0543 190616 0543 190616 EduProof say your steady journey starts now. Na meba beka batakari bena na meka say this may sound politically incorrect because we been so shebiti many mu pe beka say ono no ho asem na meka enso eja ono otemasinti eno ano no citizen atodazi citizen ba ko pe chairman boko de
bibi amnado yakupo why na family
why ne de wo ho GCPP secretary abrante ba ko one in town
Musensio.
Oh boy. Una utu abitiem. Na no obema solidarity message na me touch ro na me se me bra no.
Asemo. Mete won ka ba mendu wontem. Enti mudu na bebi a wo ze kwa share no.
Happy FM.
But today we are around.
Oh yes.
Because Jerry catch my friend Jerry was on my way.
Jerry was on our set.
Okay, the interview. So I was actually looking forward to passing through. But unfortunately, yeah, representing because we believe in the solidarity of our sister parties. Yeah, in Ghana for no. Them no my dance so. The Ghana has a political party bringing she's no effect. Who NDC or who LPG or who GCPP or who PNC or it's nice. And when NDC is also doing this, we all go. You say yeah, that you transfer from once more, but GCPP last Congress, we invited our sister parties. They represented. So it shows how far your democracy, yes, I think that unfortunately maybe now more cancer.
FM 98.9.
yeah, I'm on your phone. Internally, yeah, elections. The last elections are internal elections, NDC and NPP.
Yeah.
They outsourced their security to the Ghana Police Service. Strangely, Ghana Police Service handled everything. And they all congratulated Ghana Police Service.
And so about national elections, sir.
What about national elections? Yes, you have got to green army, blue army, yellow army. I mean, we are just sick people. Sir. And you know, each obi or kasa in a way, just so that they can win an internal election. Inti mama nchira mo bobi o de emi na say we de miko za na motu ma organizing ko fun mo wa ko kun bi and wa ko kun bi. We have done it time a council of state elections. People were fighting. We are sick as a people. And Bibi they be amekade Ghana we are going to get worse. Per what we are doing. Yeah, shouldn't it will get worse no better. Because we are doing the same things and we are expecting different results. The same results are going to come by in a worse form. So it is high time the year na eba to say tone. But the tone of akotia ye be hwe enjeja ye ho let me say when MPP was in power NDC kokada masemi bi and I was on the set and I was telling the NDC guy not to say that. The MPP guy there said we will crush you. If you try, we will crush you. We will use the state, we will crush you. In that question opposition, this is what you go for. Why the state apparatus is stronger. It was NDC to market they also about crashing. Then what are we doing to ourselves? Yes, sir. At least as a people, let's rather think of in the long term will benefit the people we want to serve. Then from one judge and based on the acquire what the man, time what the man, acquire a day to me a year towards that journey. But if your penny a chair, matrosm 98.9, no, yes, car, I just to mean political power there.
I'll go around the table and introduce my other guests, But before then, Mamen Kamfuma will say next week, Thursday, 31st July, which is the very last day in this month. Happy 98.9 FM. Yede in studio no said that I no busumi bia. Yede call akopiemu ewo Abose Okan. Jumedini dey Happy on Wheels. Yede ba Abose Okan. Ti Abose Okan for Thursday next week, 31st July. Momo modena munhia yen ewo eye Abose Okan. Emra yede Happy on Wheels eba. Yaton Safre MC, Yaton Safre Assemblyman, Yaton Safre AM Penifua, Umudimu associations, ahodo no anymore. Mumrani discuss Abose Okan Abrabo, Emuasetena, mo business as spare parts dealers, any government policies are affecting more. Muna moye timemufo, moye crophobia.
EpaHoaDaben 98.9.
Modern Sakamo prices are, and also can yama be brave. Inti Yenshiani Ninkomo. And importantly, the local environment and here from the assembly, security, and all your welfare issues. Taboso can for a tonsa from 31st July in share ewa boso kan hona yindi abrabomu enkomo. Mamenko yenya Kobe Wilson ho or a member of the NDC's communication team. Kobe enso aginedwa bini amemwajo amwakwaba
bibi mejodo boko adonne humobor bibi adayi pepe yeah the etia wotefu na studio mbayi na brother odi kan kasa na motse msen fadu na mechia kaso mbayi na awotu senior east constituency NDC members and the team grassroots na mechia me chairman 7 for Su Ajare of the NDC in the Wotusia East constituency. Na Michia MMC Honorable Said Banini of Wotusia Wabwama Wotusia Chromo Dahokama.
Okay.
Why na is the conditioner one affects Ubiara, one family was born Biramba. Zia Kaswa, traffic who you see Dukaswa. Mudahokama. Eba kaswa chelewa. Enimbi bomodna yenko kaswa na waso na bibia dahokama.
Kaswa for you.
Bia dahokama. Bia so atase.
No traffic.
Bia no atase. Oh, bia atene ho ase no traffic. Some before me be. Me see no about almost 3. But it took me.
But me ankasa say na cars ni krum sa wa na.
Cars o krum be. Cars o krum.
But Kaswa trafficking was
say I mean, movement. AMC is at work. I mean, he's putting everything in place. Now, that honorable listener calls us the Watanich MP for the constituency, and then the vision is to rebrand Kaswa to attract investors like you and many others to be able to have the confidence to do business with us. I feel the Kaswa
more rebranded Kaswa.
Enjoy.
One of the key things you need to deal with are landguards.
So you see, you are also a stakeholder. Your opinions like this are welcome. And so landguards issue, hardly would you find Kaswa itself than with landguards. You know, the suburb of Kaswa and its emeralds. Kaswa is a main town. It's a semi-city, nearby place. They just link you to Kaswa. For example, people even think Kaswa. Somebody was saying here last on the Kaswa Podaho. We share with Inyano. All right, Inyano is to go more east. So, a same similar city or Kaswa, but they will link it to Kaswa. So basically, among from we find ourselves within similar, same enclave. So that's how it is. But Kaswa itself is a peaceful place now. Yes. Now in the
land of strange happenings.
Oh, in fact, it's one of the. It's a happiest.
Rebranding it to what?
Rebranding means that the name that at a point in time over the last 12 years, and some are only considered Kaswa be already associated with us. MPB
criminality
MPB Botu or TV do not do but now this is what we want to distance ourselves from. No, the Kaswa is a peaceful place like East Legon, like Splinters, like place you can be happy to live there. And I tell you what, it's a nice place.
Is it?
My peda bear pesa so my assassin. Na basic my hobbies one of you no budget. You no budget. I did be ebi wo. I did be money pana na kuma toni ebi wo. E be nso kama ho for kama. Basically
Kaswa de media grow hope mu.
Enjoy. Oh, that kind of qual. Oh, that kind of qual.
Oh, media grow.
No, the
cry away.
Thank you. Oh. Yo, Martin.
Me na ekoba. Nti ni odwen.
Nti I go like it. Okay, e be na football na be fufu. Nti na dey me ase. But and make there and yen former president.
Yes.
John Evans Atamils.
That's right.
My born Sabrani Asumdre hin. On the inipa bia na otna ase asokunu bia no. Ebonid na BB signal wa dream. Ebonid na there's what we call associate learning. On the sumu no na oboma was super top me boa. Ebonu pe bia nid na oyo kunu ni pena be na adidi batani di no ho. Me batamis ndi na certainly something coming to all of us in our minds. But
not because of your kunu ni.
No, but nipa bia wait me to anamon akonim no. You represent a particular people, a picture. You create a picture for yourself.
But my point is that we revere Professor Mills, not because he's a professor, but because of his public leadership.
Good. And one of the things I'm going to say is that Ebony Dina, it comes to mind that often Asumdrehin, rather than Sabrani, Asumdrehin. It be so Ebony Dina, today you are Mahama Ebony is a nation builder. We will say, or a shaman. No money.
There's someone this is for na mo friend.
Any if Ghana for na yeka. Na ni sa no dwuma na de man dem din no. We name through our works. E be so boni na. Yes, thank you. E be so boni na fi mo fo be na ogongwan. Na eja to fie. So basically in that no be the birthday now da. So Tasaka when you're 81 plus. Inti in the year name moral lecture UPS. Na the Ghana free na say they were tiny too.
And then how many years are we in?
Oh, it's been
was it on 22nd July or 24th July?
The 24th July. Yes.
Okay.
No.
I don't know a memorial lectures 2 days before.
So it depends on the occasions and how
I remember. Or the other activities.
Yeah, activities. Okay. And so basically, Mayor Tosagana for as NDC government. So far, so good. Okay. We have demonstrated goodwill to lead Ghana to that promised land, to make a Ghana a proud nation.
Okay.
The you are not going to travel to someone's country before you survive.
Hey, they are going.
Oh, because people go there for studies. People go there for pleasure.
People are going to hustle.
People go there for studies. I mean, those are
to hustle.
Fine. So hustle can depend. You will also come Morocco, hustle. It's there. It's a choice. But when the influence, when the migration becomes more than expected, like what happened some time back. That is what became a problem.
People are not immigrating.
When last did when did you even think of traveling outside the country? To just years back now, no the man no come in bibi me fa nkoto kra na wa tonto adwenem.
Bra, you mistake I said the player be so na had.
Yeah, but he's Ghana Bedo.
My man call around the table. Kobe Wilson can representing the NDC on the show. Let me go to this. I will say it's our new guest. Yes. First time on our show, Jesse Jakes representing the New Patriotic Party. Bro, Akwaba. Na baby Alfie.
Baby, I'm feeling hoboko. Maminchia Minya Wilson and citizen Dazi. Things Mamin champion phobia and sana because I find some interesting facts. Our assembly raise Maminchia Honorable Kwesi Kwatin. Honorable Kwesi Kwa, he's the former PRO for Ghana Education.
That's right.
Yeah, Honorable Kwesi Kwatin. I mean, this man is very exceptional when it comes to dealing with communication matters. He communicates without stepping on foot.
Okay.
And to know area where no maminchiano. Na Mr. Sunchia Dr. Pargrave Dankwa.
Okay.
A very good afternoon to Pargrave. And another big good afternoon also goes to the incoming, the fearless, the undefeated flag bearer of the MPP. Honorable Kennedy Ohini Japan.
Wow.
I mean
undefeated.
I mean he is undefeated.
He's been defeated once.
He's unshaking.
Okay.
And there is nothing that can, stop him from becoming the flag bearer of the MPP. And it has been written in the holy books of the Bible. And there is nothing that can stop Honorable Kennedy Japan from becoming the president.
Quote me that verse
of this country. Now, fast forward. Me buy na minya ekasa about say the Ablekuma North elections. I find it so very interesting because Debia Meka say you enjoy the politics of equalization. No amount of prayer, no amount of manifesto, no precedent can put a stop to what happened in Ablekuma North.
Okay. For say equalization.
Say you enjoy political equalization. Ghana will suffer for the next 20 years. So I think it's high time Ghanaians, especially the youth, will come back to their senses and understand that we only have one country, that is Ghana.
Sure.
And that is the country we can live in so far as we were born here. Look, Ansana Bibi, you were a Ghanaian before, you voted even for a political party.
Yeah.
I was a Ghanaian before I joined the MPP. Intini say, Bibia, Mr. Eka say, we should put Ghana first before our political party. And that is what Honorable Kennedy Japan stands for. Say, yes, sir, party AIB, sir, party Bisuba, Mayabia. We will continue to sit in this studio for the next 10 years talking about without any improvements. Look, we can bring Archbishop Duncan Williams, we can bring Benny Hinn to this country to pray. Even God himself can come and pray in this country. But see, enjoy political equalization now. We are going nowhere.
And as we talk about political equalization, there are people from your side almost here a preaching chaos ahead of us.
No, so that is why
and it comes back
we are here.
Why me be misma, me be nibi.
I understand. So that's why we are here. That is the main purpose of why you invited us to come on your highly respected show to talk about these things. What is here? The fact that say Obi Akebino said the party endorses it.
Okay.
There is no human being with his right sense of because he endorses violence, and that should be something which we should preach against.
Okay.
And that is the message of Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Okay.
We all know that. We know his track record. He is a man of peace. He will tell you the truth. And idea about kwani pampe and as all kind of crazy change pa ebe buano chance na obetwa no. And that was the problem of the MPP in 2024. Ghanaians were feeling the issues, but it looks like when some of our leaders comes outside, they tell us the opposites. But Ghanaians were feeling the hits in their pockets. And so I think it's high time, said the delegate, the executives, and the expanded electoral board will give Honorable Kennedy Japan the chance to lead a party, not to lead a party, to lead the country as a whole.
You say he's not a violent man, he's a peaceful man.
Exactly.
But he has sat on radio calling on some tribes to attack others before.
No, but you see,
You see, there are situations. Exactly. Mami can show including WOBB, enemy there is no single person or Betty Makachem say he is a saint.
And not yet.
There is no single person or Betty Makachem say he has never spoken out of anger.
Saint, we've had human beings.
Exactly. And so if you want to raise that argument from some of his utterances, I think it doesn't hold.
But it is part of his track record, Abi.
It's part of our track record.
It's part of our track record for what he has said.
And I'm saying that we are responsible for our track record. So that's why I said nobody can say that he's a saint when it comes to his or her utterances. We've all made some utterances out of anger. I mean, we are all human beings. So that argument about his utterances, well, we all agree. But let's judge ourselves as human beings. What I say, we've all made some of these, utterances of which we regret of making it, and so we can't make an argument on that. And then my senior brother was saying something that Ghanaians are proud of the NDC's administration. Look, 2024. I mean, NDC 4-year campaign, I mean, they had some credible platforms to campaign their policies. On the policy back the buy and say they are going to establish I mean, it was even a promise to the women in this country that they are going to establish the Women's Bank. Bibi, there is no Women's Bank in this country. Ghanaians are proud of the NDC's administration. I think
Women's Bank in Quentin no, I'm
coming. I mean, I'll give you certain promises and key policies they gave us. Two, Mahamaka said, I mean, when he comes, he's going to do Tesa ono de ompe galamsey no who galamsey nano bosofono. Look, yene na yete ha galamsey is still going on even at the West States. And to catch me say Ghanaians are proud of NDC chairman. I mean, we don't understand. Third, Mahama Kache say obe ma appointment to the women about 30%. Yanu he has not achieved the 30%. I can go on and on and on. But Deme Pakachani said Ghanaians are not proud of the NDC's administration. Just as we know Ghanaians on Musubayano, they are just quiet waiting for December 2028 to get to them. And they will show the NDC say Mobile and Manyashi. What I say, they've literally done nothing. Them partner NDC 4 years.
They have only done 7 months out of their 4 years.
There is nobody cares.
And nobody talking about
look,
2020.
Mama can show politics, and yet politics is not a joke. Politics is not a joke. Okay. It is a the Omani Shawon sir. You can't come and tell me say it's been 1 month into no. No, you're not the Shawon sir. Now you start business.
Very well. You better say where you the baby kwemu. Citizen, what is a presidential jet near grounded in France?
Yeah.
What you Metian see you crum hano. You couldn't have home. There are two things involved, and then you listen to Dominic Nitiwu talk about presidential jets, and you ask yourself, say, was it the same person some time back?
Who was?
Now, who defended why the president, the Akufo-Addo, then had to, would rent private jets and all of that. But me sound so tense, I'm say, Nenye presidential jet here no kuje to black kamokache say fit for purpose na ebetimi ya adwuma na then na president na kwakọ high plane near the idea or bo mine car and omoba power President Mahama started flying jata cement. Ghana for kasa kakra no ko fly presidential jet no
242 has maybe
of 2 and 2 abama no
okay
and na ye kan kakra na or fly presidential jet na kakra enche ya presidential jet na koka e France na me busa say does this vindicate what the NPP said then, say the presidential jet was not fit for purpose and therefore the president could not have flown it in the face of a stiff opposition position it take from the likes of Okujeto Ablakwa in the NDC saying say and he even said, say, the Air Force report on the aircraft kyerɛ sɛ ebetimi ayɛ adwuma na then the airboka ekwakwakwa 7 months into this administration the jet is grounded and the minister says we don't even know when it is coming. He used the word it is corroded. Just achi. I don't know how you unpack all of these, citizen.
Baby.
We ain't chawa hum baby.
It's your dinka in America there. The way we are doing things, I really think the Ghana will just get worse. See, we still live in a country where we want the government to fail so the opposition can feel it. That is the only way we think opposition can
98.9.
Uti Jesse 7 months in Ghana phone paying this.
Understand?
No, but baby, that's the fact. I mean,
Okay,
I'm not
So
yeah,
the man. Yeah, the man. No, cheddar man. They be a pedobo. You understand?
Your fellow is my game.
Honestly, Tina. Mama, ebimu wo ba bema want to mention that kasa. Because in some working with opposition, they will not be able to live with those things. I'm a marker there. They be a mekasa, what today. Bobby or Chinabi, Motu marker the same thing. Presidential jet. And a money be wa will hear presidential jet.
Will be here.
Number 2. Say you'll be a to corner. A better say why the need the Ibenya presidential jet. Because just Friday, in fact, just Thursday, I was in Nairobi.
Okay.
I was supposed to leave on Thursday. My flight, no, yes, 6:30. I was at 7:30. We could do airport 5 o'clock. As at 10 p.m., no more flights no more. Dolphy Kigali, but come back about fine.
There was scheduled meeting now.
And a long run, BB. Or pay cake, kill mom. Kenya Airways. The following day, I'll fly the following day, Friday. No copy hotel, mom. Moko there, the chi and son, and me fly up Ghana. If we're president and you've traveled to Nairobi to go and do work, you need to come back to Ghana for an assignment the following morning. No, what flight? Or any more information? What more information I can show alternative. At that time, how do you get an alternative to land and be able to go and do your work?
The
people who are on the different flights now, how do you know them? Into your train, Nadako will kidnap your president before we will start thinking of presidential.
Happy FM 98.9.
But yeah, may your fee. Yadaya may your sama into more opposition. May hate the government about getting a presidential jet. It's a member pet, no one some no why can. Ukusu when you there. Since I can a presidential jet. Why corroded? Where presidential jets and when did we buy it? It's about 20 over 15 years ago. In fact, me can that try your presidential jets about 17 or 18 years. It wasn't a new aircraft
in the first place.
If on a normal day, no, and I'm not disrespecting or you see, because there's a military unit
Force,
that handles the aircraft. But sometimes because even if they so make recommendations to Crown Pona, I'm sure the minister no there what you be you understand? So I asked myself there, what is the real report of the state of the presidential jet? And at the time Nitiwu was talking, did he really make Ghanaians feel the real state of the presidential jet? Or he was just using certain excuses because there were no more day for people to come along with him. And Bibi, in Kaobe no there, if we rent a presidential jet for the president, this is the cost. Just oppose it with if we buy a new one. This will be the cost. Then your analysis, Papa B, based on facts, to say that do we need a new one or we should go and do maintenance on this one? The other thing is the maintenance culture of the aircraft. Because this same aircraft, at the time that we were saying it was not well known, now we're giving it to the Liberian president to be flying with.
Yeah, that's true.
So it makes komozini but on a normal day, I would say that we should always try to get a befit. Individuals in this country are getting a private jet. Why can't our president get a presidential jet? Right. Especially looking at the number of travels that he has to engage in. And as a president offer a commercial jet, you have to knock off certain seats just because of security.
Yeah.
This is what's a first class. No one knock off other first classes. You can imagine the cost. And the other staff now can only the inconveniences. It is a cover aircraft. No president could see no being seat with some people are. Or the others are not cover the inconveniences. So it is good. We need a presidential airline aircraft. If you want to focus on rather Ghana Airways and not a presidential jet. Where Ghana Airways, the Ghana Airways is not there for the president. It is there for a commercial use.
Yeah.
And flights have specific flying times. There are scheduled times. The president might not have to be scheduling his flying.
Ghana Airways back, can you plane back with the media?
Anyway,
Jesse, should I mean to your also thoughts on this presidential jet being grounded in France and what it means to you, bro?
Bibi, I think there is, it vindicates the Nana MPP for Ekano. The presidential jets, I mean, it's not fit for purpose. It's typically not fit for purpose. And I side with my brother on the part, every president needs a presidential jet with Nyamana was stating in Nano. But the problem is not about, president in Benya, the presidential jet. You see, if you were a president, you were a public figure.
Yeah.
And if you're a public figure, especially as a president, you are being bounded by certain laws, rules, and regulations.
Sure.
If a private individual only private jet, he is a private individual. He runs his own private business. So he is, in a sense, entitled to it. But say we are president, you are bounded by some laws, rules, and regulations.
Yeah.
And to say, MPP for Kacha will say, the presidential jet now, who you know, it's not fit for purpose. We are not just saying it out of opposition. We are saying it out of the safety of the president and the safety of the nation.
Okay.
And they politicized it. And Abba said, we can't use that presidential jet. When Akufo-Addo was using a private jet, I mean, some would be a course.
Yeah.
And people thought Akufo-Addo was just misusing the funds in the state. But these are some raw issues on the ground that in the NDC were refusing to accept. Now, this is the same issue we are facing. You get it? And sometimes, yes, politics is good, but it's when you're in opposition, there are certain things that also we shouldn't hear now. You can't remember, any government appointee or obey you a private jet, he will resign. And then he's still the minister. Our own vice president used a private jet while resigning. No, he is still the minister. And sometimes when we are in opposition, we should be very measured in what we say. And what the MPP said, it has come to play. So the presidential jet that Ghana has, it's functionally not fit for purpose. You get it? And basically, this is just some, small bite on what I have for the presidential jet, basically.
Kobe will say.
Brother, I'm so excited.
Okay.
To see a young Ghanaian being honest and being outspoken with the bare truth. You see, I cannot side with him more than what my brother also endorsed. As we do in Aberdeen,
citizen Atudazi.
Atudazi, Kanokara, recording pa. Share. In there, wa bravo, one farmer. No, but my is so soon. Ibi o soon what was it. It's as
okay.
I be catch them there come do. Na me hwempa bo ahye. Wo watch obonsa, phone look it out. Na say here sikada pedibane. You think I'll believe you?
Say be a watching me toy and that's that time.
No brother, one farmer about Jumosade, and that's how will be our response. It's a more simple example. Now, let me show you a example now. You know,
only more. In
yet, Liberian person could not fly and jet no, present jet no. Yeah, be some of so fly in nobody didn't know hand. It's a phone. We had two people who were using that presenter jets at the time President Kufuor was a president. Why is already in Sika? Now one consider any jet and nebumpo from a cake. It's an expensive one. And we were asking for something reasonable. But why would the president fly the private jets and give our jets that we bought at the time to other people, other women, to fly with it? The reason given to us was more presidents no to San home, on to home. The massive the whole Parliament House. They were the same to you on the excuse no. So this excuse they gave on past room. As I say, this year all Ghanaians wanted was an honest and a sincere leadership. And that is what the NDC is offering. To carry every Ghanaian along. This is what is there. Baby, let me ask you this. You know what the NDC is doing right now?
Tell me.
Which is it is one of the fantastic things that everybody is happy about. Is that now within our 7 months of our regime, we start accounting the people sector by sector, telling the people the real thing behind the scene, what we are encountering, how we are dealing with it. Indeed, a ministry will come and tell you today, the following day another ministry will come.
But that is not new.
No, at a point in time and that this NPP that they just left yesterday, maybe from 2017 to somewhere 2019, 2020, I tell you, when did you hear could you upon Kroma and Nicole and the President Kufuor engaging the Ghanaians? Call the press, tell them the truth.
There was Meet the Press series.
And how many times did it happen? So long as I remember, what shots over the from 2020 ban, one fair press meet a press. So long as I remember, and you too remember, that they never called you again for 2020.
So you admit that they did it from 2017 to 2020.
Even now they were not consistent.
So you admit that they did it from 2017
they did part?
To 2020.
Yeah, I saw them doing one or two.
But you have just come to power. And I may say the concept is not new. So far, only 4 ministers or so, and akwakoye womo die.
Is it a good start?
It's a good start. But my point is that enya de foforo near ye betimi aye ne se yen twen ne ehwe how amonso be ye modie. Se amonso be consistent sir.
Let's be
but for you to compare 7 months any Niamasha with Nionoye no 2017 to 2020. Do you think that
so Ada
fair?
Bibi asempa we won kwedina we bua. Ada ya the papa no, it's about consistency.
And I make say you have just
nothing could have given them that excuse to have stopped doing it for the 8 years or for the remaining 4 years that they had in the office. If they had good intentions. If the NPP had good intentions, they shouldn't have stopped that. Now, let's be optimistic here. What's to say? Agrobaso, and Sunday and a pa, or by chap by the wa, so Agrobaso if you're pa. The way you started, we need your encouragement. We want to be transparent to the people.
That is what they said, though.
No, that's what we're doing.
No, that is what they said.
We are
accusing them that they could not continue.
That is why,
and to give Ghanaians the freedom to observe.
And I'm assuring Ghanaians. I am assuring Ghanaians that how we started in our past 7 months, or let's say in our 7 months, the same way to carry every Ghanaian along. I'm watching it probably by the about France. Yeah, I and the NPP now bumpire you feel what's here.
Okay.
Because they will compare about Kwanda. What's in power one day? My President Mahama on succeed. Now say again, let's say walk my pa. Let's say what summer, not the woman now. How would you pray such a prayer against your president? This tells us that the NPP never meant well for Ghana.
Okay.
Bible say, Osna it's memina, Ebon Pai Maukandini, abon pay my president because on him now come the upon more pen no chimfa. So when you pray good and see the good will and the good purpose for your president, your country will also do well. So then let me pray for Mahama succeed.
Mate, Kobe Wilson, Norton and Kano, representing the NDC. Mame found called Dr. Zeng Deodorant Asuyana. Men come for a wonderful product because maybe you should be and I mean him said yeah etie Dr. Zeng Deodorant and your regular deodorant now we be we a plant-based deodorant. Now this is the catch. Dr. Zeng Deodorant, you know, chemical be anim. Extracts from the Eugenia chlorophyll flower. And yedia Dr. Zeng Deodorant. Dr. Zeng, a bell lasted for 7 days. What is our deodorant way? Citizen, ayo mo to mo for 7 days. That the one now. Yes. Now, unim ni me pe 98.9. Perfume bi enim. Perfume bi enim. But who you see a ube dware aguso aye ni obeye nyina for 7 days. Obe sweat ya ye den ontenka ewo ho. Ontenka ewo ho. Minim se nkofo the deodorant replace perfume. But you don't need your armpits to smell.
They use perfume to replace deodorant or
no. We need perfume to the deodorant now. Say emu ye we know any scent.
Okay.
But what do you mo to mo 7 days unyusu deodorant bia obe kwaba ontim fifiri scent ewo ho omoto no be maso ahwia mu onti se omoto mu kra bon in fifiri. And that is the beauty. And sample no de ba fie ha be chiche bia dem se sa da no wamba. Dr. Zeng say men kan kire say we know a plant based. Now almost say or regular deodorant because of chemicals no mu no. We use over time abonso moto mu nyina etuntum. So ho nyina discolor why you tum. Dr. Zeng is say a chemical free. It doesn't leave that with you. The come from one no na ene obia egusu bia wo pe. When economical because I'm say offer anything sachets into what sachet ba kwa na de aye ha rat ba ko na de aye ha into so won kwada bebre a we are the best product for you because akwada ba ku bia use ba kwa what the 97 days into a budget friendly a pocket friendly. It is good for big families who are active a wo koba bia no obe hia a Dr. Zengi o regular deodorant ni bi o kra na moto mu kind of same fifri na no hye send deodorant no nti ko hia dia na asem na say kra. Dr. Zeng will deal with all of that for you. You want to stay fresh, you want to stay natural, and you want to stay pure. When Dr. Zeng for Kasa Ene on 0544 767691 and 0599 032 5599. Mrs. Subim 0599 032 5599. Na on your Monkasa. Dr. Zeng Natural Deodorant. Stay pure, stay sustainable. Ene ena Ablekuma North Emrashebe Dweni Rabina Obing Yasueni in Ewa Mrashebe Dwefie. Na there was drama. The minority staged a walkout and indicated said they won't be part of the processor. I swear a Rabina Obin in. Yentie senior and communi be koye ewo emrashe bejefie emrana yesweni in. The speaker had a word of advice for her as well. Ni emrani meeting komo.
Are you swearing by the Bible, the cross, or is affirmation, or by the Holy Quran?
Bible, please.
Honorable members, clearly she has opted for the Bible. So she will swear the oath of a member of parliament first. And you start with your surname and then the other names. So you say after me, I,
Obin Arabina,
having been elected a member of parliament, do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana.
As by law established.
As by law established.
That I will uphold.
That I will uphold.
Preserve.
Preserve.
Protect.
Protect.
And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
And that I will faithfully.
And that I will faithfully
and conscientiously
discharge
the duties of a member of parliament.
Discharge the duties of a member of parliament.
So help me God.
So help me God.
EpaHoaDaben.
If that is the tenor of event, then we, in the minority, for the records, cannot be part of the swearing in. Yes, we cannot be part of the swearing in. We are working on it. And this one is specific. If that is the tenor of event, then we, in the minority, for the records, cannot be part of the swearing in. Yes, we cannot be part of the swearing in. We are working on it. And this one is specific to the swearing in. Other businesses will engage in it.
Okay, so that is what transpired in Parliament today. The swearing in of EpaHoaDaben did not come without a drama. Na said you know minority chief whip na opese oye a statement before the swearing in of EpaHoaDaben, and a speaker ka say o statement ni betimi aba only after the swearing in, and o say sa na tie dia ene omuntimi ntina mu bi omobeko. And so on record minority no did not witness EpaHoaDaben's swearing in. Jesse, I'll start off with you.
Sure.
Na say election ye koye.
Yeah.
Election mo kase mo boycott, but finally mo candidate ejina na naso koye. The results were tabulated, and o candidate ejina ha, NDC candidate ejina ha ye declare winner. Now why the boycott of a swearing in?
So before say minority chief whip, I think he wanted to make a statement as to the swearing in, you know. It's, you know, Senna, Speaker of Parliament, Amano, the benefit of the doubt, so on Casano. I don't think I'm holy enough to make a statement because yen na yenim de na no person oka what as and yet me speculate say no person oka A and no person oka B. Even na ebian kopesenka or congratulate the woman, we all don't know. It's a speaker, I'm an Hokwan, you know. I don't think we have that right. Well, I don't know the position of my brothers, but I don't think we can say something to what happened because we didn't know what he wanted to say. Can we be there? Then, based on the statement, you know, we can make a communication about it because that's the basis of communication. If there is no statement, I mean, there is no purpose for communication. What is it?
But the minority chief whip is aware, say, your best will be in. Statements are taken after the swearing in. It's all requested to talk before the swearing in. Procedurally, no, but as I speak, I'm now quite now. Ujine no so kasa walk out. Now it sounds like we walk out now. Na person you what did that.
No. And I mean, for the purposes of natural justice,
yeah.
Fine, the swearing in will definitely go because that is a constitutional, I mean, necessity. And you know, I think Kosinka Speaker Emmanuel that opportunity to say whatever that he wanted to say. What I said, and it was quite unfortunate. Say, well, I don't know. Say, not speaker name. They're not but I think it was very, very unfortunate on the part of a speaker saying one man a And one thing I wanted to pass across this, you see. This whole issues about the Ablekuma North elections, was very unfair.
Oh, sir.
I mean, it was very unfair when you want to start from the constitutional privileges of how I would say EC a year round of elections. It was constitutionally unfair because EC CI now a regulator say they should organize a round of election. The only provision CI no man say it's only the High Court that can tell EC to conduct a rerun. Now, in this situation, EC call court High Court and can say conduct a rerun. Beyond that, EC board the High Court catcher High Court catcher EC said, look, go and complete the coalition
within a time frame.
Exactly,
but the time frame elapsed. Would you said that High Court order? Neda so relevant even as at last month.
Sure, even the time elapsed, but the constitution did not elapse.
Okay.
What I say, the time elapsed, we understand, but the constitution elapsed. No. Inside into EC and follow the orders of the High Courts. Into no Mekajo say EC is acting based on the pressures from the NDC. It's basically right because constitutionally, Nankenisen EC and conduct any round of election. Secondly, we show all the violence a see at Ablekuma North up to now. Bibi, what is say Achini Pabako?
Yeah, we Niemetisi Achini, former leader of
exactly. We share all the footages. Sure, we share all the footages up to now. Bibi, it's so surprising and shocking that the same ECR omu blame I hear was so West Wagon. It is the same EC and it is the same NDCR and then omutimichi nipa bakun in this purported violence
purported it happened.
It happened, sorry, yeah, it happened. I mean omutimichi nipa bakun kra. Up to now the IGP is still there. The footages are there, and so I don't mean the IGP air chain. What I say, meaning the IGP air chain. And to say, Wuka me say, and Kenisanka, minority chief whip, a boycott here. All these might be some of the reasons why they boycott, because up to now, even the president or issue any statements.
The vice president did in his absence.
We need the president
out of the country.
We need the president. We don't care about. I mean, his secretary was still in the country. Intelligence now to me, and you should communicate through the secretary. What I say. So I mean, I don't understand what's going on because up to now, Yentimin Che, one of the people now, almost causing violence in these elections. And we are still sitting here discussing the elections. And look, it's been more than 24 hours.
And come to think of it, almost science, our boys in
that is so surprising.
Yes. That Delta Force are no. Why you?
What I say?
Yes, so what will be.
It's so surprising. It's a baby. We no more kasa no catch rum. Say because up to now Ghanaians don't know the direction whether they are going to act on what happened at Ablekuma North or they were just. I mean, focused on winning the seats. You
talked about political equalization earlier. Let me throw this back to you. Up till now, Ghana for any circumstances are any pabe 8 a year in the 2020 elections.
Sure.
Happy FM.
Nana Akufo-Addo never resolved that matter.
Sure.
There was no inquiry, public inquiry whatsoever into the matter.
Sure.
Ujidi said over the moral high ground and to call for a similar action from John Mahama.
Okay, I'm not calling the action from John Mahama. I'm calling the action from the IGP. So indirectly, it's affecting President John Mahama.
Obviously.
But here in the case, President Anado was not the IGP.
But if you say,
but the IGP saw what happened.
If you say, so ultimately, see President Mahama Bubuano there, then Akufo-Addo cannot be exonerated.
No,
from that
but I'm saying that the IGP at that time saw what happened. So he doesn't need the president to come and direct him on what to do.
He gets nothing, and the
even though
he did nothing, and the president looked on.
Even though Nanado issued a statement condemning the violence that happened. It is enough grounds for the IGP to conduct investigations and do whatever that he wanted to do to stop that violence. And it is the same thing happening here. Then the IGP team concerning this issue. What has he been able to do? Then why? Then President Mahama aye on issue any statements. There were former members of parliament on Timi and issue any statement to condemn that act. What I say, and so this is what we are talking about. Say he should act on the issues first. He should, he should, command the IGP to act fast. In MPP's time, Nana commanded the IGP to initiate investigation into what happened. He did it.
Which investigation?
He did it. Nana cannot
into the 2020 killings.
Exactly.
When did he?
He did it.
When?
All these issues are the news portal. He did it.
He pull out one for me.
I said Nanado did it.
How?
It's NYC. President Mahama, any time they see, so he should also act on it.
Okay,
and that is what we want to hear from him.
Very well. Your point is that anything to abetiamo. Into Yembusa Mahama so no so nyebi.
I should ask him. So Hanom. So or
Kobi, brother. I don't know. I don't know. You don't mean to try to BBO. You see, posterity has a fair way of judging people. It could reward you nicely, which could be bad for you or could be good for you. Ghanaians had a divine encounter in last year, 2024, December. So the election that we went, there was a divinity to it. I'm now beginning to understand why God gave President Mahama the overwhelming majority to make him a supreme leader and to make the NPP insignificant in our governance. And as at now, they still remain insignificant in our governance. Because Ajuna what but no money into for 8 years. 8.9. Na guy will be on Ajuna Kawan. And Mima would be Ghana for the former about 10 hours show number. Breadwinners are washing one only for Bawe to be a vice president and President Kufuor to be a president. Today, I thought we were going to talk about mostly a Parliament House, and we are dragging us back into what you put against us. Are there a whole number of Parliament now? Bonasum, Atonasum. People were assaulted. I want to one entity will pay. Well, I was West Wagon. Any shots that was it.
Action was taken.
Any shots that was it.
Action was taken.
Any shots that was it. The outflancy, inquiries. The cow, I said that Jordanian expertise. The more recommendation and for the implemented. Or implemented the latter. Into one hours will compensate one. While compensate one. It was so for the was it. I said 98. Yan kashin chona mo kan yan yawo. NPP Segana fiyan kashin chona mo kan yan yawo. Osana ya family 8 years wasn't a joke. Okumha. Anyway, okay. In answer, you could have chiman south, a cotwaba. Nipa okwa no nkuta etu. Nkuta afune bia ho. Wa call the citizen of Ghana or a nimpa to the NPP. Kakada wakada war parliament one. Today one in the one deputy whip what then another employer also put wasam the mekan dachi. Or in Barcelona, what share more bone to Kukumo for no reason. Up to date, my name said that then police commissioner, council of police commission, right? No, when I read about me. But who was the vice president? Chairman of police council. Bia. Okay, people could assume. I made the bante. John can train. Bia then commander of the armed forces. You know, Kufuor. Okay, because so therefore about two. What could you by one hand in the pad service Abua Soboa? What going to the pad no? Why one send Bismark from Wawon and when why a breadwinner? Because you want to be a president. People are issue mayan. Yako Kasha and Concanchain. The Bible that became a France, no man equal to tweet Yako. Or Yako. The Bible that became a war Israel, no equal to Wako would do that or Bonsawa. But Ghana no fun. You wouldn't any job of food through. The Madi now connect Sian. Any problem? Now let me ask you, Bibi. What do the MPP think? They are talking about equalization and stuff. What do they think? That are they more human to have the superhuman rights to commit atrocities against us. Don't buy a bonnet tian, a million tian, no one do not be here in Tian.
Happy FM 98.9.
What sort of comparison is that one? That would the AMP and reserved rights. There be a bonnet tian yanko, a commission weird, but I would not be yo, no for being yo. Why? I mean, it'll be our conscience be our judging rights. I don't think the NDP now, but now should sit back and relax. You don't have to comment. You see, Ablekuma, must know Ablekuma. You must know see or too giddy. You must know see. So, prior to Ablekuma, we must first arrest our cousin. Because what's maybe I can papa and call each other. So when you spray, no, the frowning you are being anyone. Go on piano to form. Now be a me paddy. Maybe the only pepper spray won't spread in the Wasada. And that watching me MPR, all my neighbor, you know, remember, what I say, oh, Mammy, and then common you, and common yedi, and yet debate. Now, my time, I can't common. In all fairness, yes, how I come sing pepper spray as seminal. So, be a car. I just want to be fair to the facts. So, what's your video ni here? She only sprayed that chemical when the people charged on her. It was not like in Kofoni Jinahon or no spray bibi almost. Good. See, so wait.
She felt threatened. It was clear.
So wait. Baby, I don't know whether you've held a gun before or you've held a gun before.
I haven't held a gun before.
I don't know whether you've held a machete before.
Yes, my daughter.
Good. So you see, people went there. Former member of parliament, including Japan and staff, they were all there. Brian Champa was there. A couple of others were there. They had some pleasantries with the NDC.
Joyce, I want to see the
fast forward.
The video.
Fast forward.
Video.
I would want you to ask the question that on what grounds would the former member of parliament and former minister of state will go to a supposed peaceful program with ammunition?
What ammunition?
Hey.
What do you
pepper spray. Pepper spray,
okay, but are you aware, sir?
Pepper spray,
wait. Are you aware, sir? University of Ghana campus.
Yes.
Ntokwa bi ani ho. Unim sa. Elections bi anko so ho. But there are several girls working on campus with pepper spray in their
I haven't that one, I don't know.
I'm telling you.
Maybe that one, I don't know.
Are you aware?
Maybe that one, what would you know?
Are you aware? Say a lot of women keep pepper spray on themselves for their personal protection.
So that is illegal something?
It is, yeah.
Maybe on what grounds, or what, so maybe you still do him pepper spray, my boy. No, if you want to encourage this,
no, the world all over.
There is actually no.
Well, I haven't read anywhere that there is a law governing that people should walk around with.
Point to me a law in our constitution that says that pepper spray.
So I don't know what now. Be pepper spray. Maybe would you have a peaceful election?
Patch pepper spray no.
You see, baby.
How I could spray.
I was building a point, but that became my decision that I was building upon. Baby.
Okay, Pacho, meba. Person share dear mami. Citizen yin na yem here. Joyce, let this video restart. My video nation starting mama Mr. Go back to the beginning. So this is where I'm ranting.
One is live, right? It's live.
It is live on Facebook. Okay. Is here live on Facebook.
Okay.
So that is how Akumsin standing with her two hands in her pocket. At this point, we need pepper spray bia. Now watch the video closely. Time while we use pepper spray, no, and tell me, say, we spray pepper spray just on the people without any provocation. This is her. Share.
So you saw, have you seen policemen there? Have you seen policemen?
Yeah, policemen were there. So they could not even protect her.
Hold on, let me give you the background information. What's it? Adibia fi baby Ofreba.
You admit after seeing this video, sir.
I am telling you what triggered the attack or what triggered the mob action against the pepper spray. If you're going to appreciate what happened there, then you must know where they were coming from. People went there. And the police told him that you within maybe 5 minutes, you must walk out. Not everyone was allowed to stay there for long.
Who told you this?
An eyewitness. People have been interviewed from the background. Those saw what happened in reality. Because there are rules guiding our electoral elections. Me, I don't see one of the rules says that a cover for pepper spray and a gun call. This is a woman who know her history. Because I'm coming from her constituency. Sure. What quite was it? If your baby will pay, how should she work out? She said no, she wouldn't. The reason she gave was that so should you watch chapel down. You know, a chapel feel what told Maban. Chapel down. So for them pay, you also pay. Now, bottom line, whatever, if you want to be fair to whatever happened there, then you must question what triggered the people going after her.
You are trying to tell me, but I'm not.
So, new reason or the man that calls for that was new history now our built in the past, Do you know around nobody can trust our country to be faithful person.
Okay.
Because you know why you're in the pen. As I say, any part in polling station where chodin, I mean now when you did Segwa, Edako, Yankuta, Yankuta candle. Not to boy to Manipa. So any history no already why no red flag in the electoral processes. Me if I were how comes in our she is my mother that you could listen my advice. Election by Mombasa.
Maybe Mamimbo, in fact, we were questioning whether President Akufo-Addo ever condemned Techiman.
Techiman South. 8 killings.
Yes.
Now he been shot in the day.
Patrol. I was specific on something.
Okay.
I challenged him on Akufo-Addo's condemnation of Techiman. You also raised the same matter. And the impression is that he has never condemned that matter. My producers have served me with a video. Let's all listen.
Okay.
Now, once and for all.
That have been in our country for the period of the election, for their concern. I condemn in no uncertain terms the isolated incidents of post-electoral violence in Ododo and Techiman that led to a few regrettable deaths. May their souls rest in peace. We must work to avoid the repetition of such events in future.
Okay, so that's the voice of Nana condemning the Techiman.
I think we will vindicated.
How so?
There were pockets of electoral violence or issues that took place from Kaswa, the Rio, Techiman South, Ayawasu in the Akufo-Addo's time. Why would he single out that of the Rio?
This was 2020. So why would he in the 2020 elections, Ododo people died.
Yes.
Techiman South, people died. Sure. And he mentioned these ones.
Sure. He's mentioned, I only heard we didn't hear Techiman South. Techiman said about 8 people. Maybe 8 people.
He said it.
He said Techiman South.
Our country for the period of the election, for their concern. I condemn in no uncertain terms the isolated incidents of post-electoral violence in Ododo and Techiman that led to a few regrettable deaths.
Are you satisfied now?
Hey, brother. Actions speak louder than words.
Actions
speak louder than words.
What was that?
Oh, under 1 second.
What was that? See a better honey, Kasa.
Yeah.
The purpose of the political communication, I say a bit provided clarity to the ordinary Ghanaian. Now say a bet hana at the end of the day, yes sir, a confuse Ghanaian sir. Then it looks like the bet hana achieve the purpose. The point is, you condemn Nanadu for no reason. Meanwhile, the gentleman apologized and even preach against the act. Exactly. So, me sister say me that's not hano and you trying to me try. Me no can make. And secondly, was also a customer enim against the former member of parliament. How comes in? We all saw the video. What I say, Anthony said, Okita pepper sprayer. There is no law that bans a citizen from pepper spray. What he said was out of order. What I said, it was out of order.
So the minority walked out on Rabna Obin's swearing in today. Now, coaching Ablekuma North and history in Yanasan baby.
I'm surprised. See, the NPP should not become a national boycott party. Because in this 1992 dispensation, when it comes to boycotts and the impact and effect of it, NPP should be the last party to be going on this tangent of boycotts. There's a party that boycotted the 1993 or 1992 elections.
Parliamentary elections.
Parliamentary, yes. Because at the time, I know what was presidential.
Yeah,
and some were parliamentary. No Susan no the Budunde. Just this parliament. The number of times they boycotted. Well, yeah, the minority leader can munka or chino, why a majority leader be also china. You may also be in a situation you might need us. But you forget that when you do these things, you'll also be in a situation tomorrow you might need the majority.
When they need you now, you are boycotting. But they say Mahama Yaga can say they don't need them. I mean, almost 2/3 majority and all of that.
You see, yes, you might have 2/3 majority, but all your fair. It adds to the beauty and everything. You know, the aroma, everything.
The room to speak.
It shows that we are one people. We are together on this. There, more welcome and new entrants.
98.9.
Na bi mu beka de nyanzi yanka ho. Nti ya asor, yarko. Nti ochina munya akotia na wo boso ani yina. Mo pede majority mo betina wo ahwem. What is the basis? We don't need to hear what the minority
chief question you have raised. Sakwetia koye ma wo na yeswe. Sani Pani Ina, would the majority, would they expect a majority for better now?
Yeah, I want to know what they are 86. Because you see, I asked myself there, now you have boycotted this. Whether we know or we don't know what the minority chief whip was going to say, they shouldn't always think them, parliamentary rules, no, they always need to adjust it to suit the minority. No majority.
Happy FM 98.9.
You ensure that you get a ruling same day.
I am still the majority leader. Refer to me as such.
You understand?
It's not good for my spirit.
Then all of a sudden, you want parliamentary rules to change to always suit your cause. You pray to the speaker. The speaker so says there, let's abide by the rules. I will allow you to speak. However, first things first, when you know procedurally, you know that I should do this before we comment be a wama. Meanwhile, no, I saw a casa. Or sorry, Casaya, because he was a big potty castrator. I showed the film Kaya, go came. But Kaka, some son or back there. Oh, yeah, no, man. Why is it that we should always change the situation just to suit your purpose? Why? They become so much attention seekers, which is not drawing the people along. So when Kasim Binanka or Chinyan Krofuna, they will not be the ones to really make noise. Ghanaian people will say that no, coffee with the more majority is in coffee. But now Ghanaians even say that because you are not offering the real alternative. You don't know the muhuta ben on you know muhuta. You don't know the muhuta na aben no session. No yema obo Ghana fund. That's not what they are doing. They have become too partisan in their approach. And all of a sudden, the minority leader in your opportunity, but don't trim why he's behaving the way he's behaving. We have the question, this is why I'm doing this, this is why you understand, because these people no. We can still feel your presence. Marco election. You boycotted the election. You boycotted the election. Which was not a good decision for you to make. Because it means you didn't believe your people, because 19 the polling stations, you know, these were your strongholds.
98.9.
Most of them were your strongholds. Already you dampened the spirit of them because it shows that you didn't believe in them. This polling station thing, from day one, the whole thing about it was wrong. Unfortunately, some of the leadership of the EC are not helping themselves. Anytime we go for meetings without Mame Jimensa, Osromoko, when she comes, Osromoko.
Who said that a resolution to the matter?
Earlier meetings that we attended without her, what we all agreed on, because in December, after the elections, the first IPAC meeting that addressed the issue of Dwami Kwabinya, we brought Abdulkumanov. What kind of each party are our war pink sheet one fambra. NDC didn't have some, MPP didn't have some. Nobody had pink sheet.
Happy FM 98.9.
Then they say they have scanned copies. They say the scanned copies in Gutin be Juma without the presiding officer. No, Obe kede
validate here.
On the problem, Baba. And the last ones we did, when you say you go to court to get mandamus to push the Electoral Commission to do its work, when you have met support, you don't even have the scanned copies, which had been so validated. Whatever you do is moot. And my brother was quoting the CI. Which regulation in the CI 126 or CI 91 tells us there is the High Court that should declare a rerun of polling stations which don't have coalition sheets. If you are talking about an election that has happened and finished, and probably based on Obisementemuasi, so it needs to be rerun, that is different. This one, the election was done, election materials now, pink sheets were destroyed. So the Electoral Commission, they don't have a basis to declare. So I don't need to go to a High Court to come and determine what I should do. It is vague. The power belongs to the EC. In this case, to so sit with the parties, unfortunately, Abdulkumanov is only NDC and MPP who went for the parliamentary election. That is why Ochoto and Ghana, anytime I make a multi-party democracy, because when we leave it to NDC and MPP, we have a problem. Abdulkumanov, how long it took us to get this off the way? We should never repeat some of these things. We should start looking at the issues now so that we don't repeat itself. But in terms of parliament and the boycott and what they are doing, Ochina, because in Jerupa to do this, if it's not for shame, what else?
98.9.
It's for shame.
Because if not, me, send you pots and power, moya workouts. Until we are better, or you reason. Or you being cut. Because on our so Mimunu, until one ass. Tosi, minority leader Kasaya, a chief whip or Kasaya and Kobe Biaka. Don't you there? The also root justification, Biaro. Because if there's a justification, we won't know. We won't understand. We won't see that no. If it was an illegality done, then we could have said so. But in this instance, look.
Very well.
And if you look at Jachikwe in the end, if you look at even while we're in Paya, unfortunately, Yankupa to our friend here.
And Eskumi
in Parliament, he wasn't supposed to be sworn in. Okay, but they pushed that no, they should do it. Did anybody boycott it?
No.
So why do we do these double standards?
Citizen Atudas medal was underscore. Yeah, Jesse.
98.9.
Okay.
We're parliamentary work.
Everybody, Roberta's power. Oh
no, said because because in Sembo Honor. That is not the reality. So I need to rebut to it. Will get the clarity. And then yes, sir.
Me too.
Fine. We share parliamentary business, sir. Boycotts any idea a criminal.
Bianca say criminal.
Exactly. It is into no.
You can say no way and
that one is fine. But the way emphasizing on the boycott, it's as if a boycott a criminal. Boycott is part of parliamentary work.
Yeah, but Onka say criminal, but also it's been one too many.
That
you seem to be boycotting and
boycotting. I'm saying that boycott is part of parliamentary work. There is nothing
so
wrong
he
with
asked
it.
the practical question.
That
Moko akwetia na muko win election. Mo be expect say majority for no
we are okay with it. So far as our candidate will be inaugurated by the Speaker of Parliament, we are okay with it. We are okay with it. It is about boycott. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
No, by BB.
Yes, sir.
He said, Obi can send be no Yanokora.
And then what kind of
You see, no, that's the boycott issue now.
What did I say that?
I'm saying that the way he is emphasizing on the
so you don't start by saying what you have said is not a fact.
What is it? You can't How? Because till I say, I mean, minority are boycotted, and that is not the right time for them to boycott.
Minority. Whose words are you? Whose words are you speaking?
He said it. He said it. He said it.
I listened to him clearly. Or say. It appears to say minority for we.
You better go from 93.
Boycott. And not the call in 92 about boycotting parliamentary elections. And I say it appears a boycott in a TTT. Na near more yeno, near minority for ne yeno, among Kai or China. Or China, so muko did the other side. Na omuniano so boycott ya. Ma womu renfi. So meba enono edie na waka enye no kre
bibi meba yeni na yeni Ghana ha na NDC for
simple question but no you no room that's all simple question
I don't know promo search
me oka
I don't come and say people speak true and you need to correct it
idea first time esi ewo I mean, the minority.
He underscored it from 92.
And America Chair will say it is not the first time at AC.
And on one
even last year,
he gave us the litany of
no, just
and so you shouldn't emphasize that. So watching there's a majority. You shouldn't make that statement. No, just one. No, some manager opportunity.
But they've given you.
It's America Chair say I shouldn't give you the opportunity. And I'm and I'm saying that he shouldn't make that statement, say, or Chinebino, because boycott is something to parliamentary business.
And it's or Chinebino, we should say
that. Why shouldn't he? Because they've done it before.
But he has a right to
say that. He shouldn't say it because it's part of parliamentary business. It was needless for him to say that.
Okay, citizen, I mean to you.
See, my younger brother, let me advise you. Today is your first time on this show.
But it doesn't change the fact that boycott is not something new.
I mean, let's be serious. Let's be serious. You see, if you want to claim that you are very good in political communication, because it may not someone starting all the kind political communication. Obia kasa about correcting. Watching one car.
No,
you will suffer.
Hobby FM 98.9.
Say binimo bia no expertise auditor. So if you say you want to speak on facts, no be a peddle falsehood. Then now you ended up not telling me what falsehood I peddled.
No, but
you are saying you are insisting that you are insisting that I shouldn't have said. I shouldn't have
not listened.
You didn't.
Because he was not listening.
I asked you the question.
No,
you did not. You did not provide
that. You shouldn't emphasize on it. Say or Chinebino.
That is.
And he shouldn't make that statement even in the first place.
Say he can't make that.
No, because it's not part of the argument.
To me, what he said, then a fact.
And Amaka Chan said, "Do I say?" Boycott, no, we shouldn't have boycotted the inauguration. No. It was out of order. Obi and one man,
and yet factual.
Obi on parliamentary business.
Are you moving away from the facts? What
Obi and one man.
I will not indulge you because the basic question that won't satisfy.
And I'm telling him that statement he was not supposed to make that statement.
And not choose and tell people what they say.
No, but
you will not be happy with what he has said, but you don't tell him what to say or what not to say.
I'm not saying he says
I have indulged you enough, please.
I think that I have been one of the advocates. I feel the MPP don't put people who are of other presidential candidates where you want studios.
I say,
it looks like one of my represent MPP in studios here. They are from DMB camp.
I'm not.
From
no, you can.
Talk about here, some Mecca.
Okay.
The men I am a Mecca. Join me or the mission be a different camp. and want to behave like this.
Behave like what?
You are telling me that I should not talk about boycott.
But you shouldn't talk about it.
Why shouldn't he?
Because it is not news.
I don't get it too.
And this is
commented on it.
I still don't get it. There. Listen.
No, I'm responding to what you just said. You can't be responding every time because people have things to say.
And I make a show.
Your time is over. Let me put off your microphone. Citizen, remember.
Even say it in the first
after Citizen.
And I think the ETF will make the best judgment out of all this. We'll be also back what is fact when two man check. Since your gag or gag and kofu. Now, so mobile year from your camp there, then you have a long way to go. You see, you should learn to speak what you think is fact and allow people to also make their case. If you think you have a superior argument, make it. But don't tell people what to say. Because you don't know it all. That's the point I want to make to you.
Citizen,
that you are starting. Learn. You have a long way to learn. But don't come and tell people what to be saying.
On a more serious note, I think we were driving home on a good note. I put super power or honest, no. It doesn't spoil friendship.
That's right.
Now, on the MPP, one of the difficult things for them to do at the moment, since 2020 coming up to now, is to be an MPP communicator. So I'll plead with my brother, Citizen. We should understand my brother, Jesse, and then bear with him. Maybe it's an learning course, so certainly going to appreciate anything. So basically, one thing we know is this: Adibia wadi na okwan the Bible canon. Now so in na safatayen. If we are to question any reasonable Ghanaian, is to question why the minority will boycott parliamentary proceeding, like the swearing in your co-member of parliament who has gone for election and have won duly. The people have given her the mandate to come and represent them. And you say no. And my brother raised a legitimate question here, which you sided with him, that what if tomorrow, may God forbid though, we go to Akwetia and it happens that unfortunately happened that NPP member of parliament
Fantanayo.
MPP ni onwini de mabano. Not parliament. Not so on in. Now, the majority of the people in parliament, who are the NDC and the independent people, they also boycott parliament. We do have swearing there because
that's also a point.
It's as they can't even make a decision there on your behalf. So basically, the NPP minority that is left in parliament, the remaining 86 people, their leaders that they've given to them, I think it's about time they look into it. Well, they are not being responsible enough for what I see them to do. Like the likes of EpaHoaDaben, the likes of another Pre, they are not showing leadership like Chairman Sabunso and Co-Date. Okay. As I say, we demand to listen to Bibi. Can you be what you do on our members followers? They emulate for the wood they chew. As I say, the more they choose some would they need Nanamon. Manamona, another Pre. And the EpaHoaDaben moves to parliament, it is already becoming a nuisance. They are not being relevant to Ghanaian democracy right now. So, but I didn't say why earlier than later, or there was someone arguing.
Kobe Wilson, Madawa say, Jesse Jakes, thanks for your time, bro.
Because in Kauma last minute now.
Not the day. After all the interjections,
Kobe, 4 minutes, not 6 hours.
I am supposed to wrap up 5 minutes to the top of the hour. Baby. Aka 4 minutes. It's 1 minute to cross over Sinko.
Okay, 1 second.
Baby, a kami KPI home. Time I'm a show. A kami KPI home. Mendiswa. You can't praise Allah.
Yeah, parliamentary leadership. I think you're marking home, Mamampe.
Now me better pa.
So far as I know, I have quite yet. Anything I know, I know. No, I understand. Anything I know, I know. That's why I'm representing the MP.
Then I person.
I need to tell you.
Then I person.
I say I find your marking behavior is becoming a nuisance. And I'm telling him on Happy FM say
their leadership is the best ever that we've had in parliament.
Very well. Point to
depending on the situation their leadership is what we want.
Me that say. Come also there maybe CC.
Yeah, BCC.
They said
oh, and the court wa ma Charles BC wa clear in high court issue no. Was also this year Kevin so wa passion case no. Oh, should I hear we want. But I need some kind of bebre.
And omo e omo ni jero omo party. Me that say come also many thanks for your time. Me that Jesse Jackson so say na mother citizen atodas in so as me din Bismark Brown. Nyame adomo china will be here to continue your day for you. Up next, Happy Kasebo, show produced by Renaud Ajman, aka The Mask, and supported by Jemima and